What up, Tuesday painters? One of their painting stream, y'all. Kind of a not super exciting stream today. I have to finish this model ASAP for a video. It's from a company called Chimera, and the model's name is Isandra.
You might have heard of him before.
You might have heard of Chimera before. They make a paint range, no big deal. And yeah, it's a very detailed model, and so it's taking me a long time to paint. I got the face all done. I can show you guys that, but I got a lot of gold trim to paint here. And you know, there's just no way around it other than grinding. So we're gonna grind it out today. So I'm gonna let Evan interact with you guys a lot. And then I will kind of chime in when it makes sense, which probably makes sense quite often.
Scott's just in detail hell right now.
I'm in detail hell.
I got to do all this trim.
Yeah. Lord AreaCon 1234. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Flawsmith, thank you for the sub as well. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out.
Let's take a look at that model and where we're at before we really dig in.
So I'm where I'm at with the trim right now is I've painted all of it this dark green color kind of to full opacity, and I'm now applying the first base coat of gold on top of it, trying to let some of that green linger around. I got a lot of cleanup work to do, but I'll show you what it's gonna hopefully look like at the end, and it's this head. So that's what I want the gold to look like for the majority of the model, like this clean. Painting Monkey, thanks for the Prime sub. She's supposed to be like a dragon master, you know? She is a vampire, but I leaned away from that because the model was painted so well in the vampire style from so many other painters. And it's not important to differentiate yourself, but I personally wanted to differentiate myself a little bit with a little bit different of a take. So I painted some freehand scales on these winged things. And I tried to include that detail again right here on the waist. So it made sense and exists elsewhere. People Candy, thanks for the Prime sub. Oh, there's a head. The head's right here, Pansy.
That's a head.
Yeah, and a
helmet.
It goes right there. But yeah, I need to do a similar level of quality and highlighting detail on the rest of the gold trim. And it's gonna take a while. There's a lot of it. So let's get after it. It's a little important to differentiate yourself. Yeah, I mean, it is and it isn't, because probably the vast majority of my subscribers do not know who Alex Dos Santos is and the other guy who painted the other model. Like they're very niche painters. But I don't know.
That means it's okay to steal from them, chat.
Exactly.
Got him.
But yeah. All right. I'm gonna engage in painting.
Engage in the painting mode. How was everybody's weekends? Also, Vampirus66 resubscribed with Prime. You're 1 month away from the 1 year anniversary.
Woo!
Almost a year. Thanks for all the great streams. What about the not great streams?
Yeah.
Thank us for those too. Those take just as much, if not more, work.
My weekend was pretty good. I watched the new Air Jordan movie and also Princess Mononoke. I liked Princess Mononoke a lot more than Air.
I am not that surprised.
Yeah, I just felt like I don't want to spoil it. It was an okay movie, but
we're talking about Princess Mononoke or Air?
Air.
Okay.
Air felt like it was missing something very critical. It felt hollow.
Yeah, it was missing that third act twist where it turns out that Michael Jordan is a Nosferatu from the 1800s and has come to destroy Nike.
Exactly. But yeah,
lots of Princess Mononoke love in the chat.
I love that. I love to hear that.
We were talking about it before the stream. I think Princess Mononoke is actually one of those rare, maybe not that rare, foreign films that definitely benefits from watching the subtitled version, because there's some details that are lost in the dub that make it make less sense. But Mononoke is such a great adventure you could watch that movie and not understand any of the dialogue and be engaged by it because of all the stunning visuals and crazy stuff happening.
I love the unique take on fantasy that it has, and obviously there's a lot of forest motif in it, and I'm a fan of wood elves and shit, and so that was really satisfying. It was good. It was just a lot of fun. I was like really invested. There's like 4 different groups of people that had different end goals, and I was invested in like how all those end goals were going to resolve. Like it was interesting.
John says that Billy Bong Thornton did a great job in the English voiceover.
Yeah, Billy Bob or Billy Bong Thornton, the name of my bong. I
agree. The performances in the dub are great. Just like most Miyazaki films, they actually have a really good cast. I just think that some of the dialogue editorial decisions make the movie make less sense. And it's not even the most comprehensible plot in the first place. Ponyo for the win. Yeah, what's Chat's favorite Miyazaki film?
Yeah, what's Chat's tier maker for Miyazaki movies?
Yeah. Let's hear those takes. I want to see if there's any consensus.
I've only seen Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, and so far Mononoke takes the W for me.
Mike Genie resubscribed 30 months, and then Jay Schaefer 9 gifted 5 subs.
Jay Schaefer! Was that a one John Schaefer?
I don't know. I thought he had a different screen name, but maybe this is his alt.
This guy.
Hey, if you got a gifted sub, you've got access to the Discord now. All you have to do is link your Discord and Twitch accounts.
Thank you so much, Jay Schaefer, if that is John, and Mike Genie for the continued support and the 5 gifted subs. Absolutely amazing.
Do Vince and I disagree about movies for once?
What did Vince say his favorite
Vince says Kiki's Delivery Service is the best movie ever made by the hand of man. And I love Kiki's Delivery Service, but no, I'm with Blue 985. I'm a Porco Rosso fan. Porco Rosso is by far my favorite Miyazaki movie. I haven't seen all of them. I've only seen all of them except the most recent one. Yeah, Porco Rosso makes me cry like a big tough man. Correct. This is the correct response. It fills you with wonder and sadness for the road not taken.
Yeah. I definitely have, whenever I watch a foreign film, and this is definitely a me problem, I'm very wrapped up in trying to figure out what the intent of the director is. And when you watch a movie from a different culture, there are different messages and different lessons being shared. And so it's like, I won't appreciate what's dead in front of me if I am hung up on some detail. And so that's really what hung me up with Spirited Away. I spent the entire time just being like, what's going on? What's the purpose? What's the intent of the creator? And I can't appreciate the beautiful animation, the beautiful characters. But when I watched Mononoke, that it was much more obvious to me what was going on, and then I could enjoy everything else in the meantime.
Vince says, Porco's great, but I would put Nausicaa and Howls above Porco's. But they are all pretty wonderful. Ponyo is one of the few that didn't land for me. I saw Ponyo in theaters, and I think that's the reason I enjoyed the movie as much as I did, because the visuals can really carry you away when you see these movies in theaters. And that is the only Miyazaki film, I think, that I've seen in theaters. Yeah. No, the rest of them have all been on DVD or VHS. I had a VHS of Princess Mononoke. It's an interesting point you make, though, about trying to dissect the director's intent along with the cultural messaging.
Yeah. I kind of had the same issue with not the most recent Best Picture winner, but the one before that.
You mean Parasite?
Parasite, yeah. At times I was like confused. Like it even comes down to the way the individual characters talk to each other. It's like there's like a whole structure in their conversations that's like very bent on respect to elders and respect to certain kinds of people and certain kinds of careers.
Yeah.
And so
Parasite also is kind of an overtly cultural message kind of movie as well.
Yeah, and so I couldn't see what's the phrase, the forest for the hills or something like that, because I was just so wrapped
Forest
up.
for the trees.
The forest for the trees. Yeah, I was just so wrapped up in like what the fuck was going on and why what was happening was happening.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you need to just watch foreign movies twice.
Or just a lot of foreign films.
That too. You watch it once and really think about like what are they trying to say, and then you watch it the next time and you just go, "Whoa, man!
Whoa, man!
That forest spirit looks crazy."
Dude, fucking Nightwalker? What the fuck, man?
What is that?
Giant space beast?
Why is that pig talking?
Why is it so many? Why do people talk about demons so much?
Yeah. What's with all these demons? Reaper Miniatures rating us with a party of 30.
Woo!
What's up, Reaper family?
Thank you, Reaper. Appreciate you guys rating us all the time. Honestly, it's such great times right when we start our stream.
That is the good time to raid.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Adam Stevens was wondering if anyone's played God Tear. Is it any good?
I've demoed it 3 times and can't remember anything about it.
Don't we have a box that used to be sitting on set?
Oh, it's right in front of the game table. Yeah.
Yeah, it floats around.
It does float around. I've theoretically played it, but I can't remember.
Wait, is it God Tear or God Tier?
Ooh, I don't know.
Travel Cedric gifting 10 subs.
Woo!
We're 1 away from our giveaway today of this random bag o' minis that's sitting in front of me. That's right. We do a giveaway every time we hit 50 subs on the painting stream. And it's about to happen. So whoever wants to push us over that line.
Give us your money.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh man, the detail is so fine on this model that it is sometimes difficult to tell where it begins and ends. Like you can only tell when like you've painted it with a lighter color base coat, and then it's like, oh, there's some detail that I should have left behind in the recesses.
Ergonomic. RG-onomic. Just subscribe. Put us at 50. I'm hitting the giveaway button right away. I've got it set up for once.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
RG Hanomic. Thank you for the
exclamation mark moist in the chat to enter the giveaway. Please don't enter if you're in a country that doesn't allow you to enter raffles. You'll know because you'll hear disclaimers saying don't enter if you're from this place. All you have to be is a follower of the channel, and you have to be here when the giveaway ends, which is in about 19 minutes. Crazy Vazy subscribed and said exclamation mark moist, but you got to say it without subscribing.
That may work.
Nah, it doesn't. I checked it before.
Oh, okay.
Coronary Jump subscribed. I wasn't sure if I'd lose access to the Discord when sub ran out. I guess that's the case. It is. It gets called periodically.
The subs get called immediately.
Yeah. And the Patreon ones it's a little more manual, right?
Yeah. But yeah, the Twitch ones happen automatically based on the integration used in Discord.
Yeah. So you got to get subscribed and stay subscribed. And if you want to subscribe, you could subscribe with Prime. Link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get a free sub every month. How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
New and cool ideas.
Vince, if Vince is still in the chat, Vince, when did you want to come over?
I mean, Vince is welcome to come over anytime.
If it's in May, that's just the wrong month.
I think it's after Adams Con, right?
Oh, TMX?
Yeah, TMX. Which would be early June, right? TMX is what, second weekend of June, first weekend of June, something like that?
In June.
Vincent says, in June sometime, it won't be the first week anymore, as I have to be in Germany for work.
Germany.
Ah, yeah. Vince is going to Germany. I assume this is not for miniature painting.
Sure thing. Thanks for the Prime sub.
3 months. Loving this piece. You make me excited to paint display minis, not just for games like MCP. What the fuck is MCP? Is that a game? Do people play that?
Not us. Not Evan especially. Jesus.
Kill me.
He hates that game. I'm glad to hear that you are enthusiastic to paint some display models. I am just about at my creative limit. I have painted many in the last 3 weeks, and I gotta be done soon. This is too many for me.
He's ready to go back to painting song minis.
Yeah,
I'm getting resin on them.
Well, there's that, or I could just make videos about gaming, which I am very enthusiastic about. But yeah, I really need diversity in my hobby to really enjoy it, and I'm definitely getting to the end of my painting juice.
So what you're saying is we're going to paint the Shatterpoint box next.
You know, fucking Eon's a battle. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but him and Nick, I don't know if it was him or if it was Nick or if it was a combination of both efforts, but they painted the entire Shatterpoint starter set and have read the rules and learned the game and played multiple games already. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, like their fucking energy for content creation and their passion for the hobby is just so inspiring. It's
their youth, Scott.
It's their youth. Yeah, I know.
We are old
and decrepit. It's amazing. It's amazing to see it, you know, and it's just like, it's so amazing for a viewer too, to have someone in that kind of mental framework where it's just like, they will stop at nothing to bring you like the hottest shit. And it's just like, damn, that's so fucking cool. So yeah, they're bringing the heat for Shatterpoint right now. I think they're making a video soon, like very soon.
Well, it's no secret that we have the Shatterpoint stuff here.
It is no secret. Yeah, I also like the game quite a bit. Eons pump out a lot of content, and a lot of it. Yeah, absolutely. They are incredible.
Gilded Lion says, I'd love to see hey, I painted one small set from Shatterpoint that really spoke to me. Like going all in on painting Obi-Wan and his retinue or whatever.
Yeah, I would imagine there isn't much painting content for Shatterpoint at the moment, if any at all.
Got to get on that bandwagon before it leaves the station, Scott.
Oh God, I'm all about getting on a bandwagon when it's like ancient and decrepit and no one gives a fuck about it anymore.
Got to beat the rush, Scott.
I know. I used to do like stupid things, like I would like plan the painting of a character from a movie based on the release of a new movie in that franchise. I'd always do things like that. And that never did anything. That was always a waste of time. But like something like this, where it's like more like related to the hobby of miniature wargaming, like the release of a new game.
It's hype for the game, hype for the franchise.
Exactly, yeah.
Hype for lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Yeah, so which faction are you taking out of these boxes, Scott?
Oh, the fucking one with Darth Maul, like no contest.
I thought you were into the other Clone Wars Sith chick or whatever. I don't know about no Star Wars.
Clone Wars Sith chick.
Hang on. Let me.
I heard through the grapevine that there was such a thing as Sith witches.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at this box.
There's no models though. Asajj Ventress. I mean, is that what Asajj is? She is a witch. Where are all you bitches when Legion came out? Hey, don't fucking gatekeep 8-Bit Workshop. How dare you?
What the hell is Legion?
But also, furthermore, fucking AMG hooked us up with a Liddy demo, and the game spoke to us.
Yeah, you know what they said? They said, "Hey Scott, come check this out. It's just like Guild Ball."
No, they always fucking get me with the Guild Ball ref.
Also, framing.
Fuck. I'm just kidding about the gatekeeping, by the way. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, I have never played Legion, but this opportunity was in front of my face, and so I took it, and it was a really enjoyable game. But I also plan to play Legion on stream as well.
So we have the starter box and some terrain, and the Dooku box.
The Dooku, and we also have one over here as well.
Oh, what's the other one?
This is Ben Kenobi and someone else and the clones, some clones.
Hello there. Obi-Wan doesn't come in the starter. It's just Anakin and some clones.
Yes. So this
also, we are doing a giveaway right now. I should mention that.
Clone Commander Cody.
Got about 11 minutes left. Exclamation mark moist to enter. If you're in an area that allows you to enter into raffle giveaways, you must be a follower of the channel, not a subscriber. We're giving away a random bag of minis here. Actually, It's not random. I shouldn't say that. It is a bag of minis. I kind of know what's in it. Scott knows what's in it. But it is a bag of minis.
They are all themed after something.
They all are from a thing.
Yeah.
But they're wrapped up in such a way that I didn't want to display them for stream because then we would have to repack them.
8-Bit Workshop went on to explain that he is invested fully into Legion, which that makes sense. I wish that miniature war games didn't feel like such an investment in it, it felt like we could move around with more agility and not feel guilty about that or not be strained financially. Because I would just love it if like it wasn't such a bear, but it is. That's the reality of the hobby. It takes a lot of time to paint and learn the rules and all that shit.
That's why I'm a fan of miniatures agnostic stuff. Particularly the ones that they have their own range, but don't mind if you use other stuff too.
I love that.
Like one-page rules, obviously, they do their thing where they're outputting their own models, but they have no qualms about you using whatever you want. But there's also games that have like physical minis, like Frostgrave. There are actual minis for Frostgrave, but it is absolutely something that you can be like, well, I already have these D&D minis or whatever. So,
yes, that
is all very, very cool.
I was browsing Instagram Reels at one point, and there was this hobby-ish like video where like they panned over this really sick workshop. Like it had a cool interior design, it got a bunch of cool tools, and it was so cool looking. And they panned over like this couch and coffee table area, and there was a little cheeky Space Station Zero rule book on the coffee table. And I was like, oh yeah, Vince getting out there.
Now we're talking.
I love that shit. So I DM'd him. I was like, nice SS0 rule book. Shatterpoint is a weird one too. I don't feel like I'll have any other use for those minis. I mean,
the truth is, most of these games, that's the problem. We don't have another use for these minis. Right? You have to search out another use for them very specifically. I've never played any other game than Song with my Song minis. I've never played any other game than Age of Sigmar with my AOS minis. Yeah. I could. There are plenty of games out there that I can, but it takes work. I'm sure there are games out there that you can use these Star Wars minis for.
Is that something you guys actively think about? Like, I am not going to get into this game because I cannot use these minis in another game. Like, I don't think
people are saying they use the Legion minis for the Star Wars tabletop RPG.
Yeah, that's fine. Like when things work out, sure. Like I'm super game for things working out, but like I'm not going to not invest in a game just because I can't envision another system to use the models in.
Yeah.
Like if I like a game, that's done. That's period. I'm going to play the game because I enjoy it.
You can always play D&D and use any mini for any monster. I mean, that's true too. Scale matters a lot less in an RPG, truthfully. I have run D&D where if I have a very important NPC, instead of just using a regular mini for them, I've used a bust.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Where it's like, this is a character, And it's more important that you know the character, like, they're not really much of a combatant, but they have people around them, like a king, things like that.
Okay.
Mike Genie says, I struggle with miniature agnostic games because I enjoy playing in an established sandbox rather than having to cook up stuff that's visually coherent on my own.
I think that's a super fair thing to say, and I think I would have said the exact same thing like 2 years ago. And right now, where I'm at in my hobby journey, which is I can just like, I don't know, there's just, I'm aware of so many different model ranges, and I feel like I have the, especially with 3D printing, I feel like I have the capability to make anything I want, and I really feel like it's such a cool experience, like, make a warband truly yours or whatever it is. So yeah, I don't know. That's not where I'm at right now, but I definitely was there at one point in my life. And there's no right or wrong answer. I'm not saying that I am like further along. I have evolved. I'm an advanced version of Mike Genie.
I am so far beyond you,
Yeah.
Genie.
But yeah, I just feel like, yeah, that I enjoy the creativity that comes from coming up with a warband that's totally yours.
Did we call out Summelgast or Demon?
We had not.
Subscribed with Prime 6 minutes ago.
Woo!
My God.
Thank you. This isn't even my final form.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys get me. Yeah, neither is wrong, though. I mean, I do appreciate thoughtful design in miniature wargaming as well. Like, I love how a lot of GW's armies feel super cohesive aesthetically, and like I don't have to do any thinking. It's just like it just looks cool already. Period. And that's obviously very, very beneficial.
Resin Poisoning says, I've been 3D printing minis. We can tell from Resin Poisoning. I've been 3D printing minis since I started playing D&D again. I decided I wanted to look into AOS after listening to your podcasts. That's weird. I got a Caradron Overlord character to paint to see how I liked it. I went to assemble it, and holy shit, why? Yeah, death to the sprue, buddy.
Holy shit, why? So he's implying that it was too challenging?
I think that just the amount of assembly that's required on a lot of the GW minis is, if you're coming to the miniature hobbying space from the position of just 3D printing stuff, it is unreal how different it is. And that's kind of where I came from. I didn't come from 3D printing, but I bought a lot of like 1 or 2 piece minis, like, Reaper and stuff like that, where it's just kind of like, oh yeah, you just buy the mini and you paint it. Or the WizKids pre-primed stuff, which aren't very good, but there is no prep. It is just pull it out of the package and slap some paint on it and put it on the table. And then you buy a GW kit and you're like, oh yeah, this guy looks cool. I'll buy this KO hero, and you open the box and it's like, oh, he's 14 pieces.
Yeah, there's a cost to that model looking cool.
Yeah. Not only is there a cost to that model that's outrageously high in the first place, you're paying the $40 for a single figure.
Oh, yeah.
And then you open it up and it's like, oh, I have to spend 2 hours putting this together. And if I fuck it up, he's ruined forever. Then Marketech subscribed with Prime for 23 months, the Jim Carrey number.
Why did the Jim Carrey number, Mark?
There was that movie, The Number 23.
Oh, the is that the hotel room? No.
No. It's the one where he's like obsessed with the numerology for the 23, and it was pretty dumb.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Always appreciate your sub, man.
It's like a thriller movie about the number 23.
I thought there was. There's also like a hotel horror movie. I forget what it's called, though. It's like room 1619 or something like that. I can't remember what it is, though.
Yes, but I don't know what the number is.
Yeah. Someone asked me if I'd seen the movie.
Number 23, it's called Air Jordan. God damn it.
Nice. There was someone asked me if I'd seen the movie King with Robert Pattinson and Timothée Chalamet in it. And I had said no, but I then realized that I have seen it, actually.
The room is apparently 1408.
1408, yeah.
One person says 1409. They're thinking of The Room Across the Hall. That's the sequel.
Okay.
It's like 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street, and then the Jim Carrey movie, the number 23. It's all obviously a series.
Obviously.
The JDI, I assume it's Jedi, but without the Jedi, says, for me, the aesthetic is almost singular to the universe. If it fits really well there, but has a hard time fitting in a different setting. Talking about having it all fit together and put together and stuff. But, like, I don't know, man. I look at some of these settings. Even something like Age of Sigmar. Honestly, the design language is not completely consistent across Age of Sigmar.
No, it isn't.
You have some relatively reserved factions, and then you have some really wild, just like all the things factions.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I would say for the most part, Soulblight, Gravelord are fairly reserved.
I would say Soulblight are pretty reserved. Modern Stormcast are pretty reserved. Like, they're heroic armor, but they're nothing too crazy. And then you have, like, Caradron Overlords, where it's like, they're flying steampunk blunderbuss dwarves that have, like, crazy boats with zeppelins and stuff. Just, like, all the style. It's all chrome.
Yeah, that sounds insane. Did I miss the movie discussion? A little bit, yeah. I talked about Miyazaki movies, and we talked about, very briefly, Air, the movie about Air Jordans, which seems so ridiculous, if I'm being totally honest.
I mean, you can make a movie about anything, Scott.
You can. It don't mean it's gonna be good, though.
Gorka Morka 41782 cheered with 100 bits.
Woo! Thank you,
I am
Gorka
known
Morka.
to tailor my D&D campaigns around my Sigmar minis. Currently, my players are dealing with Lizardmen incursion into the main setting. Can't wait until they run into my dread Saurian.
That's just smart, you know?
I mean, yeah, that's finding another use for your minis.
Yeah, if you have the models and they are painted and you have the creative freedom that D&D offers, like, absolutely you should be doing that.
And I mean, truthfully, a lot of the minis that get sold for these games are for D&D. You know, people buying Song of Ice and Fire stuff at the source. Sometimes you walk up and you're like, yeah, we play every Wednesday night. And they're like, okay, I don't care. I'm buying these for D&D. You're like, oh, sweet, dude. These ones make good guards. Thanks.
That's the benefit of that nice, low fantasy aesthetic.
You can no longer enter the raffle. And you know what that means? It's time to pick a winner.
I'm a big winner.
Hope you're here.
Who won the random bag o' minis?
Mike Two Hands.
Mike Two Hands. Where you at?
Sound off in the chat.
Buying GW minis for D&D? Don't you like money? I think that the implication of that person's statement was that they already play Age of Sigmar. And they also play D&D, so might as well use them for two things.
I saw Mike Two Hands talk. There we go. Dark green. All right. Mike Two Hands, I am messaging you. I need your name, your address, and your email address. Boom. I did it. Congrats. Digital Soul says, Song of Ice and Fire minis are really nice. Thinking about getting into it, even if to get a good quantity of models to practice on. It's true. It's pretty much the best volume deal out there for packaged minis. 12, 13 per box. Nox Geek subscribing.
I don't think Song of Ice and Fire minis are nice in a like qualitative sense. Like
they're pretty good. They're 6 out of 10.
They're just as good as all of Simon's most latest board games.
Yeah, exactly.
So like if you like quality wise, that's what they're at. Like aesthetic wise, it's low fantasy, which is like obviously you can like that or not like that.
Elric, 6 out of 10 is plenty good. Some of them are like 7 or 8 out of 10, but most of them are 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. I got to figure out what the next giveaway is. Give me a second. Chat, you're just going to have to watch him paint in silence.
That's what that ducking's for. Nox Geek, we get that person?
Yeah. 2 years.
Nice.
This is 24-month anniversary. Let chat choose that.
Cool. Can we win Miniac's beanie? This is one of the only beanies I've found that is sized appropriately.
All right, Chad, I got 2 options for you. I'm going to set up a poll, and you guys are going to pick what you want to win. Let me set it up real quick here. What should the next giveaway be? What is her name? YAWA?
Yeah. No painting class at TMX? No, I ain't got time for that, unfortunately. Ah, shit.
The Mini Mad Cat just rated us with a party of 11.
Hey, thanks, Mini Mad Cat. What were you guys? What were you guys painting? Do I watch the Showtime series Yellow Jacket? I've seen the first episode. Someone recommended it to me, and so me and a friend watched the first episode. And it seems good.
All right, the poll is going. Scott, you want to take a quick break and grab those 2 boxes to show the people what they're voting on?
Sure. Paint a Blade of Terminator. Nice. All right, so for the next giveaway, we are voting on a full 75 millimeter model from Neko Galaxy named Yawa. She is sitting in a big old like monocycle bike. It's like
It's
a big
not
old,
a unicycle.
Yeah.
Even though it's definitely a unicycle.
Yeah. So she's sitting inside the wheel. It's very sci-fi. It's a full figure, not a bust. Got a lot of lovely sci-fi elements on the design. And then also, the other option in the poll is a Big Trouble in Mini Crate. This is from 1985 Games, and they create it's like a subscription box where you can get some amount of value in each box. I think it's like $40. And so that could be like 3 models, it could be 2 models, it could be 1 model, it could be 4 models, it could be...
I think there's like other stuff in there too sometimes.
Could be other things, little tokens, anything hobby adjacent. So mystery box or Yawa, the 75 millimeter display model from Neko Galaxy. Do I remember correctly that you have a soft spot for trash reality TV? Below Decks is my new guilty pleasure. I've been forced into the reality TV world with Love Island, and that's my one thing. You know, I'll do that. I'm not going to branch out. Thank you.
Whatever. Project Runway is awesome.
I mean, it might not be bad. That might not be bad reality TV. You know.
If you guys want to vote in the poll, you vote by voting, not by typing. I don't know what people are doing when they type exclamation mark Yawa. Yeah, it's at the top of the chat. The Mini Mad Cat is being very helpful.
There's a lot of very intricate detail on the trim of this clothing. And you guys know what I have to say to that. Fuck this shit. You're getting base coated over, bro. Ain't no one got time for this detail.
I mean, you got time. You're a professional painter.
You know, sometimes I think about how my opinions on what I am and am not willing to paint are shaped by YouTube and like what I can accomplish in a reasonable amount of time. Like, I wonder if I wasn't a YouTuber, if I would be okay painting a model with a bunch of gobbledygook all over it.
I think there's also the piece of it too that some painters, and I don't know where you land on this spectrum, but it seems like there are either painters who just keep plowing ahead on a single project at a time and never want to put it down. Not like they're motivated to keep going, but they know that if they move on to another project, it just never gets done.
Yeah.
So they paint one model start to finish, then the next one, then the next one. And then there are other miniature painters that are, you know, they're juggling 2, 4, 5, whatever, a bunch at once. And they're fine with, you know, like, yeah, I'm going to paint the gold trim on this week, and then I'll set it down and work on other stuff for another month, and then I'll come back to it, which isn't really a workflow that's conducive with having to put it in a video, right?
I mean, you say that, but also, I have a lot of work in progress models, and I think it's related to YouTube because I feel like I will start painting something for fun, and then I'll be like, okay, I need to actually finish something for a video here.
Yeah.
Like Neferata, for instance.
Neferata.
The other thing is that like I don't want all my videos to just be me painting something. And that might be bad news for some of you to hear. I like diversity, just like I like diversity in the hobby of miniature painting. And so I like to change up how I edit the videos, what I'm showing in the videos. And so sometimes it's more technique focused, sometimes it's more model focused, sometimes it's about gaming, sometimes it's a skit, you know? I need that diversity.
8-Bit Workshop resubscribed with Prime.
Hey.
It's his 1 month anniversary. Sunk costs into miniature wargames make baby Jeebus cry. I'm looking at you, AMG.
Thank you for the subscription, 8-Bit Workshop. Appreciate it.
I will say that on the Shatterpoint front, I think it's lame that they haven't put forward an official way to play with your existing minis. Right? Oh, yeah, you've got all these heroes from Legion. Here's how you adapt the scale rules. Here's the kit. You buy this differently sized ruler.
That would have definitely been like good guy AMG if they did something like that.
It would have been.
And they could still do that.
They could. They could.
AMG, if you're listening, you should do that. Support, not everything you invest in needs to make you money. This is a really important lesson I learned for owning a business, is that some things can just give your audience value, and then that alone is value for you as a company. It doesn't need to be physical dollars. Also, I washed this silver in Tamiya Clear Green that I thinned quite a bit with the Tamiya X20, and it was fucking amazing. How well it worked was incredible. I then proceeded to base coat all of the stuff surrounding the recessed shading with a very similar dark green color. So you couldn't really see how well it worked. But on this spiderwebby headdress thing up top, holy cow, it was, and maybe you can see a little bit of green in that silver. I have not painted silver on top of this yet. It was flawless. It was almost flawless. It wasn't flawless on the hands and stuff. I actually did a thicker mix for the hands, and so it tinted it more. But man, that worked so well for that area up there. And I also realized this is designed to be washed really well. But it was incredible. So if you've got some Tamiya Clear and you got some X20A, get a good thin mix, and it washes like a fucking dream. It's amazing.
Do you think that miniature painting YouTube in general is sleeping on Japanese products across the board, like Tamiya?
It's hard to say because like I don't know of a Japanese product that's being slept on.
I just mean like, it seems like the Tamiya paint range in general, it's very popular with like Gundam people, but it's not something that has a lot of penetration into what I would call the standard miniature hobbyist.
Yeah, I've painted with Tamiya paints and they don't really handle super well on a brush. So I don't know if we're missing anything specifically with brush painting with that range, but maybe I think with airbrushing, we're sleeping on Tamiya in a huge way.
Yeah.
It operates very well in a airbrush.
Leaf Painting says, what do people find to be the smoothest, most true-to-life metallic paint range? There's a lot of answers to this, but Vince also has a really incredible shootout video of metallic paints.
I mean, like the truest of like real life, I would say is probably like Molotow Chrome.
Molotow Chrome, Vallejo Liquid Gold, really annoying products to work with that are just amazing.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that oftentimes when you get into things that look realistic, their application and how you clean them, and how you deal with them becomes more of a pain in the ass. So it kind of depends on what you're willing to deal with. All right, I am not going to paint the underside of this thing, okay?
You're not?
If you watch the YouTube video, you'll know this is not painted. I need to cut corners to finish
Just
this.
dry brush it. Ninjon says, true to life doesn't translate to the small scale. I mean...
I guess the question is what looks realistic in the scale then?
Yeah. I don't know, Molotow Chrome translates. It's often used inappropriately. Swords aren't chrome, for instance.
Hey, I like to paint Molotow Chrome swords.
That's fine. That's not true to life. I'm just saying, like, the reason that looks wrong is because swords aren't chrome.
Okay, fine.
They're like polished metal, but they are not chrome.
Tell the production team on the movie of Excalibur, okay? Everything's fucking chrome in that movie.
I mean, that was the 1980s, man. Everything was chrome all the time. And everyone's hair was way too big. Pull off a helmet. That's not what your hair looks like.
All right, I'm not going to paint any of the trim, I think, on like the armor parts, the arms, the literal arms. But I will paint...
Amber Sandbucky says, knights in shining armor. Hello.
Yeah.
Chrome that bad boy up.
Chrome it all up.
I want that chrome to be flaking off every time I get hit. All right, Yawa is our next giveaway. I will
Yawa!
Thing.
Leaf, my favorite metallic range is a mixture of scale 75 golds, which admittedly is more for the hue than how they work, and also silvers from AK Interactive. I love those two in combination.
I like those. I definitely enjoyed using Necro Gold from, what is that, Scale 75?
It's the paint I am using right now.
Yeah.
Such a nice dead gold color.
It's a very, very nice blunted gold. I like the Pro Acryl Metallics just fine. I use them pretty regularly. Their golds are quite good.
You're too easily satisfied. You need to be more of a pedant.
Nah. I'm pedantic about enough stuff.
That's fair. Honestly, that's fair.
It's sadly way too true. The Vallejo Metal Air is a classic answer. They can be a little annoying to work with because they are on the really thin side. Don't put them on your wet palette. But they're very good coverage, and they have a lot of options. So they don't really have good golds in that range. They have like a copper color and a bronze color, and then a whole bunch of different kind of like steel or cast iron or...
Yeah, they have so many silver colors. It's crazy.
I think it's because it's oriented around traditional scale modeling. So there's like a whole bunch of different colors for like exhaust manifold or whatever, because you're painting a tank.
Blue 9, I recognize your avatar. It's from The concept artist's name is. It's either Sergey. No, it's not Sergey. Is it Deathburger? Is that the person that illustrated your avatar? What up, Warhammer girl? Deathburger. Okay, I got it right. Nice. Haha. I knew something.
Yeah, Soriyama is definitely the king of Chrome.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I have a couple of those images favorited on my Instagram.
Leaf Painting says he's used the Vincent Venturella Gold Mix. Loves it. I wish there were pigment options to do the same for silver. Yeah, Vince has his gold recipe video that's it's just too much damn work. Even though it's clearly like amazing. I can't be bothered mixing pigments and 2 different paints and nah. I want something that comes out of a bottle.
What up, Salad Bum? Also, my name is a reference to Neuromancer by William Gibson, which Neuromancer did the illustration of. Oh, look at that.
Salad Bum, why are you lying about where you're from? Australia isn't real. We all know that here.
Yeah. The fuck?
You can't trick me.
I need some water on his palate.
Yeah, again, that's where I don't want to make my own paints in general. That's why I buy paints. Big brain.
Biggest.
So big, all my hair fell out. Got pushed out by my big brain.
You heading out, Alex?
Yeah, pick up my friend.
All right. Oh, what's the other one?
I was talking to Amber about, this is a remake, but it's more traditional Zelda.
Okay. Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I'm not sure if she'll get into Breath of the Wild. I think she'll probably like Link's Awakening more.
Okay.
Yeah, Link's Awakening is a traditional game, and
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is
Breath of the Wild will be a little too intense for.
It's a time investment, is really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let her know. Or maybe you already have.
Yeah, I talked to her about it yesterday. So.
Okay.
All right,
Sharing games is illegal, and you should feel bad.
I own.
No, it's illegal. Not allowed. Nintendo doesn't like it.
Well, fine.
You know what? Nintendo could just deal with it.
I don't want to get sued. I will see you tomorrow. Do you want to talk more about the script tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do some storyboarding tonight. So.
All right.
It's like a real professional video outfit up in here.
See you, boys.
See ya.
Yeah. St. Tubes. Tubas? Tubes. It's tubes, but it's a weird word. Really liked your Pizza Boy model. Why don't companies make more models that don't look like a Northern European white person?
Because they don't sell.
Yeah.
If I can be totally honest with you, I made that video. We got let me. You don't got to do a poll for it, but I'm just curious. How many Pizza Boy models do you think I sold, or not I? Do you think mine work sold because of my video that I made painting Pizza Boy? How many Pizza Boy models, not models of their range, just Pizza Boy? Zenoku says 2. People Candy says 55. Flossmith says 3.
You mean like people clicking the link and using the...
No.
No, just straight up like people buying it because they saw it.
How many bought? Well, I'm buying one due to your vid, okay? But you haven't bought it yet. 10.
Doesn't count. Hasn't happened.
10, 5, 0, not a damn one. 743.4. $1.69, 0.
There is no
One.
no consensus on this.
1. They sold one model. They sold their other models. They sold their palettes, their brushes and stuff. People used the discount code. One person bought that model.
Using the discount code.
No.
No, just total.
Total.
Okay.
like I'm not offended by that at all. So like don't feel the need to go out of your way to go and buy the model from me. But
buy things that you see on stream. I'm gonna say it. Scott's not. Whatever you see on our channel, just go out and buy it and tell them that you bought it because of us.
That is helpful. That is. I'm not gonna say that's not helpful.
That is helpful is because it lets us negotiate and say, last time we showed something on stream, look at all these people that said that they bought the thing because we showed it on stream.
Yeah.
Pay us money, please. Thank you. But no, in all seriousness, don't feel obligation to buy the exact thing that you see, because I'm sure that Mindwork is happy to have any increase in business, even if it's not buying pizza.
Yeah. And so it was still a good and profitable thing for them. And I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's not my lane. I mean, I'm not. You don't have to give any excuses for why you didn't buy it.
Right.
You know, it's not about you as an individual not buying the model. It's that someone asked why people don't make it. That's why.
Yep.
They do not get bought.
Because the answer is often that's not my lane.
Yep.
The things that you see more often in the market are the things that consistently sell in the market.
Yeah. You did a Pizza Boy video? Yeah, I painted Pizza Boy.
Yeah, Bill.
I think it's the most recent video.
I got a link right here for you because I pulled it up. I was curious because the answer could also be colored by how many people saw it.
Yeah, and it obviously didn't do that well either. My last couple of videos have not been performing super well.
Thanks, YouTube.
I mean, I feel like it's my fault, but that's a different.
It's a complicated question.
It is a complicated thing to talk about, yeah.
But obviously, if the Pizza Boy video had like 10 million views, the answer to that question would probably be different.
Yes. Violence and sex sells. Well, yeah, I guess so, but also just like...
As evidenced by the model that Scott is holding in his hand, which has both violence and sexuality in it. And why Princess Mononoke is a more engaging film than Air. Where's the violence and sex, man? I want that third act turn where Michael Jordan turns into a vampire, damn it. Better movie. Holy Fireman. Rating us with a party of 4.
Thank you, Holy Fireman. Someone said, give it time. I'll probably take off in sales. Like, again, it's not my model that I'm selling. So I'm not like super, like I'm not offended at all that it didn't sell well. Like I can only do so much as a content creator to get something to sell. Kind of the max I can do is paint a model in a video. Like that's like the best thing I can do for a company. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell.
Yeah, Holy Fireman gets it. Wait. Michael Jordan as a vampire? Please do. Right? Wouldn't that be awesome? If he was, or like a time-traveling wizard sent back in time to infiltrate popular culture. And that's why he became a basketball player. He used literally magical powers to dominate in basketball to get a shoe deal.
He did it all for the shoe deal.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that he didn't even want the shoe deal. He had to be convinced of it.
He was just playing hard to get.
Spoilers. To be fair. Spoilers.
Spoilers, he gets the shoe deal. Chat. They make the shoes. Spoilers.
Think about watching Green Knight as a fan of Arthurian lore.
Oh, shit. Definitely watch that movie.
When I was in high school, anyone seen it? Bro.
Dude.
Yes. We've seen it. It's fucking weird. It's fucking good. It's a fucking weird fantasy movie. It's
exactly the kind of weird that it should be.
It's like all those weird 80s fantasy movies, all those dark, weird 80s fantasy movies got a massive glow up in Green Knight. It's incredible. Well, it's not incredible, but it's fun. It's definitely worth a watch if you are into that kind of shit. What is Green Knight streaming on? I don't know. Buy the Blu-ray like a man or a woman. I don't know what you buy Blu-rays like. But no, I don't know what streaming on. Google will know. This is true. Okay. Now that I have painted all of the trim, I think I need to start cleaning up some of the recesses and stuff. Maybe not. Buy Blu-ray is like a nebulous orb of gas. What the fuck? It's on YouTube? Nice. I don't own a Blu-ray player? Well, sounds like a you problem, Hud.
I know where you can get a Blu-ray player.
Best Buy?
Sure. It's not what I was going to say, but it works.
What were you going to say?
Target.
That is true.
Amazon. Walmart. The local Goodwill, probably. Ninjon says you can get a Blu-ray player in the year 2005. Can you? Seems like they're still kind of hard to get in 2005. You got to pay real money. And the PS3 hadn't come out yet. That was in 2006.
I can't watch the movie The Bees, a classic 1980 horror movie, on a high
Not the
enough...
classic mid-2000s movie that also is about bees.
Is it called The Bees, though?
No. But
It's
it is your
called
favorite 3 out of 5 movie.
It's called The Bee Movie, right?
Yes.
Can't watch that on some high-quality, fancy streaming service. That's why I buy Blu-rays, so I can watch shitty movies in high quality.
Well, in as high a quality as you can get. A lot of those have pretty shitty transfers to the Blu-rays, unfortunately.
They do, but only for like audio. Like the audio is pretty bad.
Yeah,
like,
it just depends.
A lot of them say they'll have like a 5.1 surround sound mix, but it's like
Apparently,
that.
Green Knight's on YouTube.
That's what someone said in chat. Yeah.
I mean, you have to pay for it. Sad. It's a paid rental.
I have the Blu-ray on my Amazon wish list. It's so incredible to watch like a movie with a great sound mix on Blu-ray with a big TV and surround sound. It's like such a great experience. Like watching Dune is amazing.
Doom?
Dune, the newest Dune.
Doom with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, that first-person sequence is something, man.
Oh, is there of course there's a first-person sequence in the Dune remake.
Holy Fireman, Doom, 2005, a cinematic masterpiece. Yeah. Mycelium Veins said something that's bannable. Hang on. Doom is one of the worst movies you've ever seen. It's been good, man. Bye.
See ya. Do I have an Atmos system? I have
Dolby Atmos.
Oh, Dolby Atmos. Yeah. I thought you meant the Ninja 5 field recorder Atmos. No, I don't. I have a lowly 5.1 surround sound system, which honestly I don't feel the need to upgrade the audio any further, at least for now. I think if I did an upgrade, it'd be a projector screen. But I don't even need to do that. I'm very happy with what I got going on. But yeah, just 5.1.
Projector in here, baby.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Scott, you got to keep painting.
Fuck. This is true.
Chad, if he ever stops painting for more than 30 seconds, the stream will explode. Huddleston says, I tried to buy a soundbar to upgrade the audio from our TV to something better, and my wife said it gave her a headache. Sad pee-pee.
That is definitely unfortunate.
Yeah.
My wife yesterday said she doesn't like the surround sound because it scares her. She was like, I don't know when it's something inside the house versus something that's part of the mix. And I was like, Your opinion is wrong, but it's still
I
okay.
empathize with the wrong opinion, but it is a wrong opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Speed 4, Miniac Madness. Can't stop painting.
Speed 4.
Falling freely is complaining about ads. You know what will stop you from complaining about ads? Getting subscribed. If you're a sub, you don't see any ads on Twitch. And if you got that Prime Gaming, which I see the icon next to your name, so I know you do, you could subscribe with Prime to us. And then you wouldn't see ads anymore, and you would help us justify making these live streams.
Okay. I think I'm going to do a little bit of glazing with some green ink or something.
Mike Genie, we would be long dead if that was the case. He says, if you paint slower than 0.2 minis per hour, the painting desk explodes. Yeah, we're boned. We all die. It's over.
It's over. What up, Monument Hobbies? How's the day going? It's going about as good as it can go. So it's pretty good. Nothing catastrophic happening, nothing exploding.
He says, about as good as it can go. He didn't win the lottery.
This model isn't magically painting itself.
The model's not painting itself. He didn't discover that he has superpowers. I think he's lying. There's a lot of room between this and the best possible day ever.
There is. Great video idea. Scott in a bus with Sandra Bullock, and if he stops painting, the bus explodes. All right, Chimp 3D, you approach Sandra's agents. Let me know how it goes.
My people will talk to her people. It's no problem.
No problem.
Oh, okay. He meant about as good as one can reasonably expect is what Rufus says. But that's not what he said, Rufus. That's not what he said.
Wait, what are you interpreting what I said as?
Rufus is saying that he's interpreting what you said as to mean about as good as one can reasonably expect.
Yeah, that's basically what I meant.
Yeah, but it's not what you said.
Okay.
Words have meaning.
Remember earlier when we said Evan was a pedant?
Yeah.
It's happening!
Resin Poisoning wants to know if anyone is going to Gen Con besides Vince. I mean, I sure hope that is the case. Otherwise, there's no con.
If Vince is only going, I'm going to fucking go.
I mean, that's true. If it was just like there's a giant open convention space and it's just Vince, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking party. No, we're just fucking with you. I'm not going, but that's all I know. Maybe Evan's going.
If I get a similar setup going as last year, where the source helps me go, but they don't have a reason to do that this year because I didn't qualify to tournament at their store. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with Dan because I think he's planning on going. I know he's planning on going. So, and if you see Dan at Gen Con, be sure and go up and introduce yourself and say that you love seeing him on the Miniac streams. And breathe really heavily while you do it.
Well, Monument Hobbies is going to be there.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Monument Hobbies is everywhere. Bringing Mateo from Mindwork with us, and we'll be painting in the booth.
Oh, nice.
That sounds cool.
Why? This is not a bad thing at all. But why have you attached so strongly to Mindwork and Mateo? Also,
Ampersand D Monkey resubscribed tier 1. 4 months. He's avoiding those ads.
I also love Mateo a lot. I mean, his company is the only company I've ever done 3 ads for where I'm painting their models. He is like my biggest repeat customer, I guess you could say. But I'm just curious why you like it. Thank you. I can ask my mom.
Monument Hobbies says, we are the main distributor for Mindwork and Journeyman in this hemisphere, and they are great people.
Got it.
We do cool stuff with cool people, so they fit.
Right. That is the Mindwork way. That's great. Is that a development? Yeah, I would not super recent. How recent is that, Jason? It's pretty recent, right? All right. I think we need a little bit more intense of a glaze here.
Why would you put your glaze in a tent?
Because it makes it operate better.
Oh, cool. Miniature painting tips. If you want your glazes to be off the chain, go to the circus.
Everyone just ignore him.
I already got him with one of those before the stream, and it made him very upset. He's trying to discuss a serious production matter with me, and I let him finish this long, like paragraph-long explanation of what he's talking about. I was like, yeah, but what does that have to do with camping? It's the best product on the market currently for acrylic paints, period. Someone says about Pro Acryl. Do you know if they've announced some sort of contrast quick shade analog or if they'll be skipping that altogether? Well, Monument's in the chat. So if they're working on something like that, they can let you know there if they want. Apparently that distribution deal started in February for Journeyman and Mindwork, by the way. And the Mindwork stuff is going to be in stock late this month.
It's pretty exciting.
Interesting response. Monument says, we hate the idea, I think he means, of having you buy a whole additional line of paints to, quote, paint fast. So we made our glazed wash medium that turns our entire line into speed paints, already on the market. I have not experimented with it, but I should, since I own all the Pro Acryl paints. So,
Good guy Pro Acryl.
Good guy Pro Acryl.
Not making you rebuy a whole paint range.
Jason, I just want you to send more brushes to the source, because I like buying them from the source. I'm about due for my brush refill. But I know that brushes are tough right now.
Good news is this gets easier and easier to paint the more layers of gold I complete. The first two layers, the dark green and then the gold are the hardest parts of doing this, but it will get easier.
End of the year for brushes? Oh, God. I don't know if I can make it that long. I'm going to die.
I'm going to die.
If Scott stops painting, the stream will explode. If I run out of brushes, I'll explode. I see. Okay, you'll have brushes before then, but that's the U.S. made brushes. Got it.
Nice. All right, whatever, dude. I don't fucking care about this trim back here, dude.
Scott's checking out, chat. All this trim.
I just got the deadline is all that matters at the moment. Like I think the head is already. The head, the skin, they look great. Like even the skin on the body. I don't need to do more. I almost wish that like whenever a company gave me a model to paint for a video, I'd be like, can I just paint the head and then be done? Do I gotta paint the whole thing? No.
Albion Exile subscribed tier 1 first time.
Hey,
Love new subs.
thank you for the sub, Albion.
So yeah, yesterday Scott messaged me and he was like, I think you might be streaming tomorrow. So I'm gonna get this. I assume you were gonna get it done yesterday and then you were gonna edit today, right?
Yeah, the hope was that I would finish it by the stream, and then I would be writing the script while Evan painted something on stream. And so he brought his Deep Rock Galactic.
That's right. That's what I was about to start talking about. Exclamation mark DRG in chat. Yeah, I set up a bot for it. You better believe it.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. I painted a lot of purple ladies. I don't know why I painted so many purple ladies. We were discussing it before stream. I painted the Duchess, Guinevere, and Fade. If we extend it to male characters, Void Spirit.
Mon-Hobbies just subscribed.
Heyo!
And you know what they say?
What do they say?
Jason says, let's get a sub train going.
Jason, you're too good, man.
It's true.
All right, so instead of like making sure I nail all of this insane detail, I'm just gonna like stipple on some brighter gold highlights. And this is also from Scale 75.
It's happening, Scott. First, we got the Piano Plastic gifting a sub to Gilded Lions. Then Lousy Gamer Prius subscribe with Prime. And then Monument Hobbies gifting 20 subs.
Bro. Thank you so much, Jason.
Scott, you want to take a crack at pronouncing that one?
Chlamydicus? It's like chlamydia, right? But it's like...
there's just no other way to read it. Mike Genie gifting another 5. All right, we're going to hit that second giveaway in about 12 more subs. So better set that up.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it a lot. Subs is a lot.
Gilded Lion Minis gifted a sub to Twin Token Painting.
Thank you, Gilded Lion. 20 subs is a lot of subs, Jason.
That is a lot of subs.
Sometimes I don't know how to respond. You know, I don't know how to thank you adequately for such an amazing gift. Thank you.
Well, then you can react to the 10 gifted from Ampersand Monkey.
God damn.
Also, Artichoke Dip subscribed with Prime right before that.
And also Mike gifted 5 subs as well, right?
Yeah, I called that one out.
Yeah.
Mike got his credit for it. And that puts us at 50, so I'm starting the next giveaway.
Okay,
This is for the Yawa figure from Neko Galaxy.
All right, guys. I mean, this is one of the ways that I can say thank you for all the support you give the stream. It's definitely something we enjoy doing a lot. It's like I said, I like diversity a lot, and so the diversity in a live production is really fun for me, especially gaming live streams, because those are just so different. We use all kinds of different tech and different softwares, and the considerations are different, so it's just fun to do.
Honestly, we should do a gaming stream on a Tuesday at some point. Give the Tuesday crowd some gaming love.
Yeah, maybe we could swap it up a little bit. On Thursday, we could do painting, and on Tuesday, we could do gaming. I don't mind. But yeah, we're doing Yawa right now, a Neko Galaxy figure, a lovely figure, 75mm, giving us away now. Exclamation mark moist in the chat. If you are able to enter giveaways, if you are in a country that does not allow it, please do not enter.
Yeah, only got to be a follower of the channel, just so we can send you a message asking you for your details. We're only able to do these giveaways because of your support.
This is true.
So we appreciate it. We're only able to do these streams because of your support, honestly. If we didn't get subs, ever, Scott wouldn't be able to take the time out of his day to do this and not cost him money. He wouldn't be able to pay me.
This is true. Someone said Scott can have my Ds whenever he wants.
Damn.
All right, let's keep painting this.
Huddleston gifting 5 subs.
Thank
Putting
you,
us 5 more towards our next giveaway. I don't even know what it's going to be yet. We'll probably just do that, the other thing that I dug out because it was a good option. The 1985 games box.
Yeah.
Chad, are we going to hit 3 giveaways today? We've never done that before.
That's literally, that's never happened.
45 more and we get there. Crazy Fazy gifting 5 more.
Thank you, Crazy Vazy. To the moon!
What's the actual name of that 1985 games box? Like Big Trouble box or whatever?
Yeah. It's Big Trouble in Mini Crate. A curated box of fantasy models for RPGs and other tabletop games. Rad feel, retro execution. Dang, guys. You guys are really coming in strong with gifted subs still. Travel Cedric, Ampersand Monkey, Monument Hobbies, Crazy Vazy, Mike Genie, and others that I've forgotten. Thank you guys a lot. How much time we got left? We have a lot of time left, actually.
Yeah, the stream doesn't end for another hour and a half-ish.
Yeah.
We generally go a little over. The giveaway's got 15 minutes left in it. Only enter if you're in a place that allows you to enter. And also, if you're not going to be here at the end of it, we do require you to be here so we can, make sure that we can get your details and stuff. So don't enter and run. Exigent Midnight says, I thought the next giveaway was going to be a copy of Scott's keys so he can use you as an emergency contact when he locks himself out again.
Oh, my God. You guys heard that story in the podcast? If you guys didn't hear that story in the podcast, I was here on a Sunday working early in the morning, like at 7 a.m. or something. And I went outside to prime a model and locked myself out. And I walked around my whole building, knocking on windows and doors just to see if anyone else was, here late at night being a degenerate. And there was no one. And so it was the exact same feeling I had when I didn't have a phone, by the way, or keys. It was the exact same feeling I had when I sprayed resin all over my Greyjoy models. I was like, I'm fucked. I gotta deal with it. And so I just walked my ass home. It sucked so much.
It was a nice walk, you said, though. The weather was good and stuff. So
John says, if you didn't hear the story on the podcast, why the fuck didn't you listen to the podcast?
Yeah, that's true.
Podcast.
Yeah, anytime that we're covering something that we covered in the podcast, the response should just be, you can listen to the episode of the podcast about this.
That is a good podcast episode, too, because John had a really good topic idea for that episode, and it was basically like Vince has his psychographic profiles that he talks about for gaming that have come from Magic the Gathering. This was that, but for the hobby. Like, what kinds of painters are there? What examples do we see in the hobby? It was a fun thing to talk about.
Oh, that's a good point, Huddleston. There should be a TUP command that brings you to the YouTube page.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
You could also link the actual website, because I know some people prefer just listen to the audio version.
Yeah, but don't you make more money if I send them the YouTube link?
This is true. Yes, we do.
There's the insider knowledge, baby. YouTube pays better than Spotify.
There are ways to earn money. You can have ads get inserted into your podcast if you want. We haven't done that yet. We did have an opportunity to put videos on Spotify though, which we haven't made time to implement yet. But we'd love to do that too. Just about making time. Oh, I was thinking you could link both of them if you wanted to. The code you gave us earlier for the game didn't seem to go anywhere. The code for the game.
Code for what game?
What game? Yeah. Am I going to Dragonfall? I don't know what Dragonfall is. Probably not.
I'm so lost.
Sounds like another convention.
I looked away from chat for like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, Mike Genie says, speaking of podcasts, is everyone excited for the Flamin' Hot movie watch party in the Discord? I'm excited for it. That's an event that I'm initiating. It's the Flamin' Hot watch together.
Is that movie coming out like soon, or is it already out?
It's like later this summer, I think.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, comes out in 3 weeks. June 9th.
Is there a simple rule for the number of colors that you should use? He's trying to do it. It's Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
Trying to do a synthwave orc, and it ends up looking really busy. There are no rules when it comes to art. You can do whatever you want, and you can make a lot of different things work.
However, there are some common practices, and if you don't follow them, you will be mercilessly made fun of for it.
Yeah. Mercilessly. I would say a good rule of thumb is you should have 1 to 2 main colors on your model. That doesn't mean you can't have many fun colors on the model, but like the things that take up the most visual space, which does not always mean like literal space, like square millimeter on the model. There should be 1 or 2 of those. Like for instance, on this model that I'm painting right now, the 2 hues that I'm playing with are green and magenta. And I represent them in a number of different ways on the model with different color temperatures of green and stuff like that. But just start there. Like if you want a world to live in and put rules into art, which I totally relate to and understand, 1 to 2 main colors. And then everything else can be neutral or just small, visually not visually not large. And they can be fun too, but they gotta be small.
Exigent Midnight has a different take on the colors, and
Yeah.
you may as well.
What did they say?
The 2 main colors are boba and legs. Resin Poisoning gifting 10 subs.
Resin Poisoning? God damn, you guys. Thank you. Kind of feel like I'm sounding like a broken record right now. I'm finding it challenging to be appreciative enough.
Scott's in the "they like me, they really like me" phase. The Dark Knight Prinny wants to know, what's a good white brand? I assume he means brand of white paint, because the other would be very problematic.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know what I want this video to be about. I don't know if I want it to be about just painting the model or about... I've bounced so many different video ideas in my head for what this should be. And one of them was how to paint the color white. So I kind of go up to quite a bright white on her top part up here. I don't know what to call it. And I don't know if the color or the brand of the paint matters a ton.
You know what does matter a ton?
What is that?
Thorish just gifted 5 subs.
Woo! Thorish! Thank you, Thorish. Damn, man, guys. Seriously, thank you.
We're on the sub train big time today.
I feel guilty because I subscribed to John. You should never feel guilty about supporting any content creator.
Well, except John.
Except John, yeah, fuck John. Just kidding, love you, John. I think the brand of the white paint definitely does matter. I didn't mean to say that in that way. But I think really what matters a lot is the application of fucking 25. I like giveaways.
Mon-Hobbies coming in with the 25 gifted subs. And Ash just donated $5. And I can't read that because the text is tiny. There we go. Hey, Scott, my girlfriend and I are starting to get into board games. I know Frosthaven is supposed to be sick, but wondering if you have any good recommendations. Also, I pre-ordered Demon Ship. All right, so I can't start the next giveaway until this one's done. So we got another 6 minutes, and then I'm just going to launch right into the next one. And I have to...
Seriously, y'all.
Kick Streamlabs to make it... update the donation thing. Give me 1 second here.
Thank you so much, Jason. You know, if you wanted to give me a bunch of money, you can just, we could just hop in a PayPal. No, I'm just kidding.
That's true. You can do the donate thing instead.
If you guys want something for your donated, for your given money, we also do, like, when you buy something on the merch store, you can type in a little message at the checkout screen.
And it pops up on stream.
Yeah, with your username and your message, and pops up on stream. So if you wanted to, instead of just getting, donating subs, you can also do that. And you get something for it.
This is true. I will point out that because of how that thing functions, it's outside Streamlabs. If we miss it when it pops up, we can't read it back. And that's something I want to solve. But
that's true.
On the other hand, if that does happen, you don't have to feel bad about it getting missed because you'll get a t-shirt or stickers or whatever. We blatantly stole the idea. It was my recommendation because I am an avid LTT viewer just like Scott is, but I watch the WAN show pretty much every week. And they have merch messages, and I was like, that's a great idea. Because sometimes the question just isn't answerable on stream, or something gets missed, or there's just not enough time or whatever. And instead of just your money going into the ether and everyone feeling bad, you get cool merch. And Scott's merch is cool. I'm wearing Scott merch right now.
Is Jason drunk?
Is Jason drunk? Also, the question earlier about the best white paint, Scott had a lot to say about it, and my answer is just buy Procryl. Procryl white is lit. It's great. Insanely good coverage. Easy to work with.
Yeah, I didn't even
mixes into everything. It's great.
I didn't even finish my whole point, but basically the whole point is there's a lot of technique in making light colors work for you. It's not just about the specific paint range and, it should work like every other color. No, it's not going to ever work like every other color. It needs special considerations in terms of application. So
I don't want to think. I just want to put paint on the model.
Yeah.
I don't want it to work the same every time, no matter what color it is.
I mean, I guess kind of a giveaway is when you, use Apothecary White from GW on a white primed model. Does the model look like white at the end, like pure white? I think people's approach to the color white is just a little bit misguided. You're not going to sit there with a paintbrush and base coat a model white. If you do that, you're a masochist. That's not how it looks in the real world, and that is you're just being a glutton for punishment at that point. So what I'm trying to say is that you just got to start from a darker color. You got to build up slowly. You got to give white paint time to really build up opacity, because if you don't, it's going to look chalky and shitty. I should record what I'm doing right now. Broadsword did a video on white paint not too long ago. Oh, cool.
I'll see if I can dig it up. Twitch Summerlin? Is there any possibility of re-releasing the Jamie Jordan Red and Black Miniac hoodie? That was peak Scott core merch. Also, Just Seppuku resubscribed.
Thank you, Just Seppuku.
Just Seppuku. A vampire mini painted by Scott? How in the world could this happen? Shocking.
I think he's talking about the hoodie with the Paint More Mini skeleton on it.
Probably.
And if that is the case, that was limited edition, so that's gone forever. But that piece of art does get reused on other pieces of merch. So that's a possibility.
So you just do what everyone else does when they release a limited edition. You change like one incredibly minute detail about it and then say it's not the same. And anyone who's mad about it should just deal with it. Easy.
I'm kind of okay with doing that, but obviously the change needs to be significant.
Yeah, see, I'm in that camp. Like, if it's completely different, fine. Where it's like, yeah, the limited edition was the black T-shirt version, and now all of them are white T-shirts with the design on it or whatever. It's when they just like tweak the size of the print on it by like 4%, and then go, it's a different thing. Hate that.
Yeah, that seems annoying.
Scummy. Any chance of getting shorter shorts? Richard Reed says.
I would love. I think I mentioned I bought these short shorts from what's the name of the company? I can't remember. But they're like super ancient 70s NBA shorts. And they're so fucking hilarious. I would love to make something like that for the Miniac channel. I have no idea how I would go about making that happen.
Mac Blaze subscribed with Prime 2 months in a row. Also, last chance on the giveaway. It ends at about in 30 seconds here. ! Moist to enter if you're in an area that allows you to enter giveaways. Go ahead and do it. Give it away in 19, or excuse me, this is the Yawa box. We're about to start the giveaway on the 1985 games box in a second here. Yawa figure from Neko Galaxy. Some guy asked Demon picked up a classic T-shirt in large.
Hey-o!
And
a patch.
And a patch.
Does it say thanks something?
Thanks, man.
Man, hey, look at that. See, they used the name and the message. Good.
Yep.
Okay, it works.
And a classic
hoodie
hoodie in large.
Sommelgaster. Thank you, sir. I keep hearing Yawa as Yahweh. Different thing. This model is in fact not Jesus.
It might be.
I suppose so.
Does Jesus have to return in the same form? Could Jesus' second coming be as a vampire queen? I mean, I, for one, would be shocked. But is there any technicality that prevents this?
I don't know if discussing the technicality of the second coming of Christ is an appropriate conversation for the stream. And by I don't know, I mean I know. And I am unwilling to discuss.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm willing to discuss. Us picking our winner.
Seraphim.
Sound off and chat. You are our winner of the Yahweh figure. Sorry, the Yahweh figure.
Not Jesus, but I'd worship.
Well, Yahweh's got a cool bike. That's what we're learning here.
Yeah.
Yahweh's riding around in a cool motorcycle.
Sick bike. Sound off. Rigged, not salty. Seraphim, sound off in the chat. Let us know if you're here.
So if you're not, we'll hand it off to someone else who is here. I'm here. Thanks. All right. Let me message you. Hey, I need...
He's doing a chat.
Every time. Your address, your name, and your email address. I'm going to get to do this bit 3 times. Because our audience is very generous, and we're doing 3 giveaways in one stream.
Evan, make a macro for that.
Nah. It's more fun to have a stupid bit that no one likes. Can we hit 4 giveaways? We would have to get 47 more subs in the next hour and 10 minutes.
I'm happy with what we have. But
Scott has grace and humility. I'm never happy with what I have. Chat, make it happen. I'm willing to be the guy that trumps the horn and says, hey, if we can make 4 giveaways happen in one stream, it makes me look very good. Tell me I'm wrong, Scott.
I mean, you're not wrong. Just make it happen every single stream.
Yeah, consistency is key. 1985 games, box, big Trouble in Loot Crate or something.
Big Trouble in Mini Crate.
In Mini Crate. Yeah, Loot Crate is a different thing.
If we get another 47 subs, he can afford a cab ride home next time he's locked out.
Damn.
Very true.
All right. Starting the next giveaway. This one's going to go for, let's do 15 minutes on this one. I think 20 is a little long. Same deal. Exclamation mark moist in the chat to enter. If you're in a location where you're not allowed to enter raffles, don't do it. Got to be a follower of the channel. No other restrictions. Got 15 minutes on the clock for this one.
Ready? Spaghetti. Mario Andretti.
I'm seeing those first time chats pop up. That's always a nice thing.
Yeah.
New people finding the stream, finding generosity, finding love, finding a new family, a mini family. All right, let me see that. Where is it?
So if we entered the M word before StreamBot, you have to enter it again? Yes.
Yeah. In fact, I think if you enter, you see a little pop-up that says your entry has been accepted or something. Let me test that. No, I'm wrong. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I was wrong. I'm thinking of the other way of doing it. It's fine. Xander Zone 2424. Guess what they just did, Scott?
They sub?
They gifted 5 subs.
Oh, god damn, oh man. Fucking A, guys. HUD says, since I joined the Miniac Discord, I have got married and I'm having a baby. You know what that means, chat? If you enter my Discord.
Past performance is no proof of future gains.
Okay. Neko Galaxy. You guys are gonna clean me out of all my giveaways.
That's what I'm hoping for. We're going to burn through this stuff. It'll be worth it.
Absolutely.
Why is she a girl?
Oh, a keto sea girl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sound like an e-girl, but not quite there yet.
Maybe.
That's the next one.
That is a classic model.
All right, our next giveaway is going to be the Sea Girl. What's her name? Akito?
Keto.
Akita?
Keto. Oh, here, I'll show the front side.
Low. There you go.
This is Neko Galaxy's, I don't know if it is, but I think it's their first ever model, and it was this bust. And this model has been painted by so many people, and it's
A
just
classic.
It's been reinterpreted. It's so great for.
So that's what we're working towards right now, and we're already 8 along the way there, so we only need 42 more subs to just keep the giveaway train going today. Only 42 subs, guys.
Give away some merch, you fucking nerd. I suppose we could do that.
We could do that.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Actually, we'll forsake.
Yeah, you know what?
Sea Girl.
We'll hold off on Sea Girl. Scott's gonna stop painting and wandering back instead of letting me just go back there and pick stuff.
You don't know what I need.
He's just worried that I'd pick all the expensive stuff, probably. Rufus, I've never been better at my job than today. Cutting mat?
Yeah, dude.
The extra beefy Miniac cutting mat.
Yes. All right. We got a big old A2 size Miniac cutting mat, double-sided, metric on one side, Imperial on the other, 2 different designs. This is how a limited edition design gets reused, by the way. This one is limited edition, but I absolutely could put that one piece of art on a cutting mat or something like this. But yeah, it's a beefy 3mm thick self-healing cutting mat, A2 sized.
And of course, we'll throw in like the sticker pack.
Sure.
Maybe a pin too.
Sticker packs are nice.
I need to get another sticker pack for my new car. Make it look just like the old car.
Rufus Kit says he loves his cutting mat. Ooh.
Hey, it's the best cutting mat I've ever used. Hands down.
Fuck yeah.
Part of that is because it's extra thick.
Extra.
Scott was like, shipping costs? Who cares? I want the thickest, baddest cutting mat on the market.
I think there was a thicker one I could have gotten.
Damn. That's the limited edition. the 1 centimeter thick cutting mat.
Yeah, like that one is 3mm thick, and there was a 5mm thick one, and I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, most of the standard ones I believe are 1.5.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
That's some weak shit.
Honestly, yeah. The one I got before is from Michael's. It's a little bit bigger. It's like wider. It's not standard sized, and it's flimsier and has a worse surface. And it doesn't have the weight to stay in place the same way. I just don't like it nearly as much. My Miniac cutting mat is much better.
And it's not as cool.
Yeah, and they curl a bit. And also, yeah, the branding is very important right up until I covered it with a whole bunch of airbrush overspray. But the art was really cool.
You need to get a case of mat, ship to the slow-mo guys so you can shoot it with stuff on a high-speed camera. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to work with slow-mo guys. It's always so cool to figure out like what like old school YouTubers like Jenna Marbles or I think Corridor Digital's pretty old school. And the like are, you know, what
I feel personally attacked by this.
I mean, yeah.
Old school YouTubers, i.e. the people that I watch.
The people that were like the first full-time YouTubers, you know?
Sure. The Greens.
Yeah, the people you see in YouTube Rewind from 2008. Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
Jenna Marbles isn't still a thing? I don't know. Like I don't watch a lot of Jenna Marbles. I never did, but I just know of her.
Critical Role is not an OG YouTube. That's second gen YouTube.
That's also Twitch, isn't it?
That's also true, but well, it's kind of both. They have a big YouTube presence, even though they are a Twitch stream primarily.
Epic Mealtime.
Epic Mealtime. that is OG YouTube.
Yeah.
Did Tezante ever actually really go full-time YouTube, though?
No, he was more of a meme.
He was just, he had an insane blow-up meme, and he was a pop culture icon. You know, he showed up in that, Dr. Pepper commercial at the Super Bowl and stuff.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's still around. He streams gaming.
Oh, yeah?
He's on Twitch.
Yeah, I love to know. I love to hear about stuff like that. GMM is another classic.
I have no idea, but if this is still true, but Tezante from here, Chocolate Rain, recorded in the Twin Cities.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All of the famous YouTubers are from here.
Corridor Digital's from here, too.
Corridor Digital is from here. Minute Physics is from here.
Minute Physics reminded me of Vsauce Michael here.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he's from here, but he might be. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm going to type that into Google. Where is the Vsauce guy from? He's from Kansas City.
Nothing better to do in Minnesota than YouTube. Yeah, sure.
Woof. Oh, man. Minnesota being the home of CMON Expo and the U.S. Nationals for Song of Ice and Fire, it's very contentious for a very small subset of people on Facebook. There's like that announcement post that CMON put up a month ago or whatever. And there people are like, why is it being held in Minneapolis? No one goes there.
Oh, okay. Brutal.
These are also people who think it would be better if it was at Gen Con. And I was like, that's my nightmare. I'd never want to play a tournament at Gen Con again. Even if it was really well run. It's like, it would be like going to Disneyland to play in a card gaming tournament. I want to go to Disneyland. I want to see all the stuff. Right? I want to go on the rides. I want to meet Mickey Mouse and Darth Vader. Make them fight each other.
That's fair, honestly. Kind of hard to argue with that.
Yeah, like it's kind of like I was glad that I didn't play in the Song event at Adepticon. Even though from all accounts it was a pretty fun event. But it was at a different hotel and it would have eaten up like at least half of my time at Adepticon. And that's not worth. I got to hang out and do stuff and pretend to be Vince. Which is way cooler than being at another hotel playing a game that I play every week anyway.
I am not going to TMX, unfortunately. I know John is, though. He's gonna teach
John's teaching a class or something I saw?
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Right now, if someone asks me to do anything collaborative, my immediate answer is no. Just because I'm so bad about just like not knowing what I'm capable of doing and just over committing to everyone in my life and then just failing them. And so right now I'm just like, I need to take care of myself a little bit and finish
a little bit of TLC for number one.
Yeah, finish up a little bit of what I got going on. And then when I feel like I'm, capable.
On the other hand, this weekend, 52 Miniatures is going to be in town.
Exactly. So 52 Miniatures is coming over on Thursday. And we're going to try to play Demon Ship live on Thursday together. So come hang out for that. And then we're going to do a paint stream together. And we're also filming a fun skit together that is we're having so much fun writing it. It's a lot of good stuff.
Hey, Scott, do you have a couple of hours to take out of your schedule this week to do video with Eons of Battle?
Did you say any come over?
Yeah. Hey, Scott, can you be in my newest video real quick? It'll only take a couple of hours. Easy.
That's the problem, is that when someone's like, hey, you want to collab? And it's like someone that I appreciate. It's like, fuck. Like, yeah, I do. But like, I'm going to die. Like, I will die if I say yes to this. That or my wife will divorce me. One of the two.
You know how to keep Scott alive. Subscribe.
Subscribe with Prime, especially. No. Did I miss the winner of the Neko Galaxy? I was Seraphin, right?
Yes, but I maybe pronounced slightly different. I don't know. Seraphin, but spelled weird. That was our winner for the last one. We currently are in the middle of a giveaway right now. Thanks for reminding me. We got about 2 minutes left. We're giving away a 1985 Games Trouble in Mini Crate box. ! Moist to enter. We got 104 entries right now, which is pretty good. 3 giveaways, 1 stream. I don't think we're going to hit 4. Only got about an hour left in stream, guys. And we got to get another 42 subs to do another giveaway. But if we do, we're giving away a cutting mat next.
Can Demon Ship be played on a board bigger than 6x6? At the moment, no.
Could just like custom make our own big ass board.
I mean, it is called a micro game for a reason.
Micro game.
However,
just scale up the squares and then use really big demons.
There you go.
Actually, that would be pretty sick.
75 mil demons?
Yeah, exactly. Like just big monster models.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Quiet Boy resubscribed with Prime for 2 months. He's trying to keep you alive.
Boastful
Baron also subscribed to Tier 1 2 months in a row. God damn, that's a beautiful mini.
Thank you. You can find it on Kickstarter right now.
Oh, is that Kickstarter still live?
I mean, I fucking hope it is. I gotta make a fucking video about it. I'd feel very bad if it wasn't still live.
Yes, it is still live.
Yeah, I think
14 days to go. There's the wow. That's a big link. They're definitely tracking that one. There's the link to it.
Yes, if you wanted to pick up Isandra, you can. It is live right now. It's a shorter campaign.
There's also deals on paint, as you might expect.
Yes, it's from Chimera, and so there'll be some options for picking up their paint if that's something that you're interested in.
I know you really love the red from Chimera. Are there any other standout colors that you really like?
Violet. I like violet and the red a lot. And also, I like magenta a lot. It's not a great color in terms of opacity, but like the hue is amazing.
Wow, there's a really cool guy on like a griffin that's also a bull ox thing? Griffox?
Griffox.
Sure. He's pretty sweet. Yeah, chat, these models are pretty cool. Let's do a picture-in-picture and check these out.
Let's do it.
Let me set that up.
Did you see the Chimera pastels? I have not seen them, no.
What the hell's a pastel?
This is some funny wordplay joke that I'm going to regret responding to.
No, it's a joke about how, as miniature painters, we just paint in really bright, bold primary colors on the regular.
Yeah.
I want to get to the minis before I make this switch. Yeah. Chimera paints. We all know about Chimera paints. I was bitching about this before the stream. This is the worst thing about Kickstarters, is that they're like 5 million pages long. You just have to scroll forever to find what you want to see.
It's not wrong.
Hey, you know what? Let's finish the giveaway first before we do this. Boom. Pick winner. We're doing it. Nox Geek is our winner of the 1985 box. Signed off in the chat. Nox Geek.
Someone asked if there's any updates on the courses for the Kickstarter campaign. Alex is still working on them every week.
Where you at, Nox Geek? I want to see proof of life before I start talking about sending a prize to you.
Also, hey, Nox Geek's been around.
That's true. Wow, really? Yes, really. Won. A 114 person drawing is pretty good odds. It's a little
Is
worse.
it though?
I mean, it's like a 0.89% chance of winning. 0.88, something like that. That's pretty good for a random drawing.
You say so.
Unfortunately, you said MXCL. I'm here, and I don't know who that is. Because I'm MCXL. And that means that we have to pick a new winner.
Don't do them dirty like that.
Let me do the bit. Hang on. Hey, I need your details. Name, address, email address. Rufus Kid says one thing we didn't consider was having to listen to him do this bit 3 times in one stream. I kept it short that time. But don't worry, if there's a 4th time, I can make it longer.
Dude, the 2 examples of this model that I've seen painted, like people that I follow on Instagram, and there are more. There are for some reason there's a fuckload of versions of this model. I don't know why there are so many.
Is this just like the one that they sent out?
Maybe. I picked up mine from Adepticon. I met them there.
Imagine doing things.
I know. But what the fuck am I saying?
There's a bunch of different versions of this
Oh
one.
yeah. And they fucking painted this shit in non-metallic metal, which like
I'd rather die.
if I had 3 weeks to paint it, yeah, sure, I would do that. But like, man, that is so hard. Holy cow! It took me so long to do it, and it looks so good. It looks so good.
I will say that the official paint job of this is a similar yet very different direction.
Yeah.
Here, put yours on there, and we can just do a side-by-side comparison because I've got it up. Boom.
Yeah, that one's painted by that's one of the Polish guys that I follow.
Yeah.
He's got the model has 3 different kinds of heads as well. But boy, oh boy. Oh, that probably took so long to paint. Yeah. And so that's the one I don't follow this person on Instagram, but I want to. Ladislav Meyer. Incredible. I mean, they're all incredible. They're all so good. And it's like he did freehand on the thing and also on the inside of her arm thing. And it's like, bro, was it not complicated enough? I mean, to be fair, I also did the same thing, but this is to a different degree. Ain't no fucking way I'm not using team on that. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was just like, no way in hell am I gonna do that. And if you scroll down one more, that's Alex Dos Santos, the third one. And that one is also in fucking sane.
Yeah.
They're all really good.
This one sells the silk fabric really well. Like that reads as silk to me, which is tough.
Yeah. Mine looks like it's definitely got that WoW elf skin. It also looks way less impressive without the fucking head on it. The head is gonna.
That's that second one that you said you didn't follow. I've got his Instagram page. Thanks.
Oh, great, okay.
Boom. Thanks, Instagram.
You can just follow it if you hit follow.
Follow. Done.
Ladislav. Oh, he painted 2 heads? Jesus Christ. He also painted 2 heads for it.
Look at the freehand on the back piece of cloth too there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's a lot of work.
The thing is, I want to be able to paint as well as all of these display model painters, but man, they make it real hard to keep up.
Yo, take it easy on the rest of us, bro.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, part of this is also, people talk about this all the time, where they're comparing themselves unfavorably to your regular old YouTuber painters.
Yep.
There's always another step on the mountain towards perfection. There's always someone that's further along that path than you.
Yes, it's very true.
We were going to go through some other stuff on the Kickstarter. Let me pull that back up. All right. And there are a lot of cool models in this range that you can get. They ain't cheap, but they're pretty cool. Nyx.
Oh, they have the goddess of the night. Nyx. Oh, it's even spelled. Oh, it's spelled like the Dota 2 character, NYX. Wait, no, that's how it's spelled in Greek mythology as well.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So it's not a female, and it maybe is the god of night. Joaquin Palacios.
Yep.
Oh my God. Nisha. Michael Pisarsky. God damn, dude. She could snap me in half with those fucking thighs, dude. Jesus Christ. She's jacked. Holy shit.
She is. She's definitely on some juice.
Anisha is mommy, 100%. God damn. Oh, that's a big version of. That's a bust? Give me a break, bro.
It's a bust, man. It doesn't have feet, so it's a bust.
It's a 200 millimeter figure. That's an action figure, dude.
He's missing a shin in his foot, so it's a bust, man. That's how it works.
This is definitely a trend that has been happening in the miniature space. It's like busts just keep getting longer and longer.
Why? I just don't understand why not just make it a figure. If it's a bust, is it taxed differently or something? Is this like how Converses are technically slippers because they have fuzz on the bottom of them? Oh, it's a bust, bro. Don't worry, you can paint it in a couple days. It's just a bust. Great paint job, by the way.
Yeah. They spare no expense.
Okay, now we're into... Oh, this is what I mean. It's like I just want to look at the models and have like one page for them. Started there. It's okay. So there's Grigor.
Oh yeah. That's Marcus Claw. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
If you like purple tones, this is the paint job for you. There are a lot of them, and it looks great. Here's a bust that's actually kind of a bust. Stops at the waist.
Still ridiculous, but yes.
Still a lot, but it's at least it doesn't include the hips and the top part of the legs. I've definitely seen someone paint this recently. I think one of the streams we rated recently was painting this or something.
Oh, nice.
It looks familiar, so great paint job. This is definitely the one that I would paint, though.
Matthias. Who did this? Oh, Katachi did this. Okay.
Witcher vibes. Miniatures not included. Okay, so just show me the scenery. There's Luna.
So they have Luna and Nyx. Do you have any other Dota 2 characters?
Here's the one I was talking about. Galen on Griffox.
Jesus Christ.
It's an ox with a griffin face.
I
think
the non-mounted version was painted by Eric Swinson.
You are correct. There it is.
Nice.
I like the lens flares on the reflection from the armor.
Yeah. Yep. It's incredible. It's incredible what many painters are doing nowadays.
Yeah. They want it to look photoreal, so they emulate what photos look like. It's very cool.
Miniatures Den is painting Galen. Nice. There's another Sandra, but in 38 millimeter. That was another option. He gave me the option to paint a 38 millimeter version, and I was like, man.
No, I'll paint the big one. It'll be fine.
I'll paint the big one. I'm an idiot. But also, I don't think you can scale this model down.
I'm pretty sure you can because it's right there.
Keep 80% of this detail and not have it be an absolute hot mess.
I mean, this looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good, but it's also painted by Mateo Carnaval. Or sorry, Angel Heraldez. And he can make a lot of stuff look good. Like I gave my 32 millimeters Wood Elves to Eric Swinson, to other amazing painters, Cat Martin, and they did an amazing job with that model. It did not make the model a good sculpt, though. That's why I had to fix it. Okay. I'm slowing down. I can't slow down.
Dr. Formis. Subscribe with Prime.
Thank you, Doctor.
Interesting. Chavendra asks, should more painting competitions be with the same miniature? For instance, release it in February, submit it for Adepticon.
That would be a cool category. It's interesting you mentioned this because I've thought of this idea. I've always wanted to run a competition called the Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet.
Where it's like it's a normal competition, but it also has a category called the Gauntlet. And it's you got to run the Gauntlet, and that basically is I put a model out a month before the competition happens, and everybody's got a month to paint it. And that's like one category. So I think that'd be a very cool idea for a category. It would make it easier to compare, obviously.
The other thing they say is they also want to see a competition where the painters admit how many hours they put into the figure. I do think that would actually be just a useful thing to release along with each one. Is how many hours?
I mean, you got to track it, though.
Does, yeah. As opposed to just estimating it.
Yeah, you could also do that.
It's the problem with trying to police that by category is it would basically be impossible unless the painting was done at the event. Right? You know, you could do a 10-hour painting competition at Adepticon, and it would be, we give you a unpainted mini and start the clock, and at the end of the 10 hours, whoever has the best one wins. Because there's no way to like monitor and make sure that someone doesn't go over their time if you have 1 month to paint this, but you can't spend more than 10 hours on it.
Yeah, I guess in my idea, I wasn't thinking about the
No,
need.
I know they were just saying that they would like to see categories like that, is all.
Oh, with like an hour limit?
You only put in 24 hours into this mini max or whatever.
Okay.
And it would be impossible to do that outside of the context of a controlled environment.
Is this a model for a competition? No.
Ooh.
Is a model for a video.
Pushing back on that, Richard Needs says, painting competitions are a slog as they are. If I was restricted to only one model choice, I wouldn't even bother entering. What if it was a really good model? There's a point where liking the model is the only thing that pushes people through. For a category, fine, but not for an actual competition, I would not.
Yeah.
And Bakamaru says, I think that would be a good category for sure. One of the STL creators I do the Patreon for puts out a diorama like 2 times a year and give folks the options for part or all of the diorama for entry. It's really easy or neat to see interpretations.
I could spend forever painting this model. Truly.
Yeah, Monument has a good point. It makes judging a ton easier when everyone has to paint the same model.
Yeah.
For the pro level, it's the ultimate level balancing method. I agree. Makes sense. Can't give yourself an advantage with a killer alternate sculpt.
Can't have someone sculpt you a model to paint that's never been seen before.
Yeah. It's one of those things that, one of the many things that bothers me about Golden Demon. It's Games Workshop models, but not really. Right? It has to be their IP. You can sculpt your own stuff sometimes, kind of. How much can you sculpt? Well, it can be little things or big things. Sometimes it's a complete new model. Sometimes it's not allowed. It's very nebulous.
Sometimes it's 2 people.
Often it's 2 people. And I think those models are all cool. Like, for instance, the model that you submitted. The conversion was done by, Torbjorn, right?
No, that was done by. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Space Wolf Converter guy. Someone help me out here. Who converted that Space Wolf that I painted in my video?
Valbjorn?
Ah, yes, Valbjorn.
I said Torbjorn. That's a character from Overwatch, I think.
It
Close
is.
enough.
But
Same
also,
thing.
it's also a sculptor
Oh, great.
in the hobby space. Who is Matt and why is Miniac going to cut him? Wait, what? Hold on now.
Cutting Matt? I like cutting Matt.
Nice, that's funny.
Sorry, Matt.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, like that mini is cool. I'm all about that conversion. I think that Space Wolf looked sick before you painted him, and then he looked even more sick after you painted him.
Thank you.
But is that what the competition of Golden Demon is supposed to be about?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe they should more overtly say that it's a sculpting and painting competition, as opposed to kind of pretending that it's not about sculpting, even though it seems like custom sculpted conversions are consistently the winning thing.
I think GW is moving in the opposite direction of what you want them to do.
Probably.
They are just. I think they are defining less as opposed to more about what the categories are and what is allowed and what's not allowed.
Oh, I mean, I see that and I understand that, and I just would like them to actually define them less rather than pretend that they're defined and then kind of ignore it and say that they're not ignoring it.
Sure.
Like the winner of the duel category of Adepticon. I love that piece, the squig chasing down the peasant. That is a super cool piece. That was probably the best one in that category, but in my opinion, it didn't belong in that category because they say that duel is supposed to be between equally matched opponents. And a peasant running away from a giant squig is not a duel. That's like a diorama or something. It was still super cool. It was still incredibly executed. It's just kind of like, if you're not going to follow your rules, then don't put them out there. Just come up with rules you will follow. Even if they are looser, that's fine.
There was literally not a single GW piece on it. Wait, what? Oh, Maxime Panau, yeah.
Yeah.
The Secret Workshop. I mean, yeah, you're referring to the Nurgle model he did. I mean, I think it'd be a real shit move of GW to discourage that kind of thing in their competition. I would want to see Maxime sculpt the sick model.
Yeah. Huddleston says, the pedant strikes again. Yeah. Like I said, in everything except for satisfaction with paint, apparently. Where I'm just like, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
A lot of people mentioned that. It's not just Evan saying that.
It's true. Yeah, Bakamara says that Tavarian makes that point every time he talks about Golden Demon. An amazingly done model can help influence the judging. Not saying the paint job isn't amazing, but unique sculpts do give shock and awe. Yep, it's true. It's just an extra way to make yourself stand out from the crowd.
Yeah.
Mike Genie says he agrees with me. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, it's kind of just about, I don't know. It's like it's a regional thing too, because like regionally the judges are different. They're run by different people. Golden Demon is, and so it's just challenging sometimes to figure out what the fuck they want.
That's true. I mean, truthfully, I'm kind of over Golden Demon. The experience of how it's set up, just I'm with Vince that it just seems like there are lots of ways to run a painting competition, and I feel like Golden Demon's not set up in a good way. Even though there's lots of amazing pieces entered for it. And props to all the winners. It just seems like Golden Demon is set up in a way just to promote negativity.
Interesting take. Yeah, I don't know.
Mike Genie says, we'll have to see what the security guard enters in Golden Demon next year before we really make any changes here.
That'd be a cool story.
Honestly, it would be the best. That would be the Disney sports movie of miniature painting.
Edges everywhere.
There's no rules that say a dog can't paint miniatures. Yeah, can a dog win Golden Demon?
Yes.
I'd watch that movie.
The Air Bud of miniature painting.
Paint Bud.
Paint Bud.
Do you think the Air Jordan movie would have captured you more if it was about a shoe deal for a golden retriever that played basketball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make anything dog related and it's better for me.
Pretty much.
Okay, I've done one highlight on the gold and one on the silver. And like I said, I've done two on the gold, technically. Well, no, I haven't. One on each.
Made a lot of progress since I got here.
And I need to do probably one more highlight on each. So one more on both. And then I need to paint the roses, because there are roses. And then the belts. And then the cushion, the hip cushion armor. And then the scabbard. And then, I almost don't want to fucking paint any of that shit. We're getting close.
Oh God, those are roses.
They're so detailed too. Like, I don't know if you can see it on your end after like the compression and stuff, but they have so much stuff. They did have bees. Am I doing alternating patterns?
Red and black roses.
Oh yeah, no. How do you guys feel about GW giving away useless collectible coins if you spend $100 every month in their stores? It feels like silly FOMO stuff to me.
Silly FOMO stuff in a big corporation?
People collect, this is what Sean started talking about. People collect Coke memorabilia, man. Like, you can't really tell, anyone that is worth it or not worth it.
That's true. But on the other hand, Coca-Cola is an American icon, and it makes us all happier. Thank you, Coca-Cola Corporation.
Ampersand Monkey says, #team fuck roses. Ninjon says, contrast paint and a single highlight. Honestly, they aren't worth any more time than that.
Damn.
This is kind of true, honestly. He's right. And it honestly wouldn't look bad because they're so detailed that it would be fine.
Jason, do we have a Monument Hobbies Coke collab to look forward to? Is that the next signature series? Is the Coca-Cola signature paints? Honestly, I'd buy it because I have all the other Pro Acryl paints, so why not?
Coke Brown.
Yeah, you'd have like a couple shades of red, a nice cream white color, and a couple of browns. So you can paint that perfect cup of Coca-Cola.
I have it on good authority that each rose has their thorn. This is true. Coke Santa Red.
Yeah, exactly. That could be the limited edition figure that comes with it. It's like
oh my god,
Coke Santa and a polar bear.
Have you guys seen? I saw the screenshot that Mon-Hobbies put up for like their next ad that they're working on. It is absolutely insane looking. It was like some gigantic buff guy or some shit. Like I don't know. And then he was like massaging Jason's significant other. It was just like, it was so insane. I was just like,
what?
Oh my god. Yeah, she's like wearing a lab coat and shit.
Jen got a bodyguard.
Is that what it was? Okay. It's hilarious. I can't wait to see the ad. It gives me Old Spice vibes.
Framing.
The first ad kind of did too, honestly. Oh, and there's gems. There's a gem here in her waistband.
Kidding me? There's gems?
There's a gem here in her waistband. There's a gem here, here, and then every little leaf petal on her big head thing is a gem. Those aren't that hard. Honestly, gems, I can slap a gem out real quick.
You just killed your camera somehow.
Oh, my Wi-Fi connection to my phone died. As it does.
You know how it is.
Pro Kill 2, the sequel.
Bakamaru, I have the Ninjan and Vents sets, and they have supplanted a lot of the paints in the base range for me. I use them pretty frequently.
Supplanting.
I use that Payne's Gray a lot. Payne's Gray, Royal Purple, and Blue White. Or is it White Blue? I can't remember. All three of those have seen a lot of use. Also, the really like light red gray or whatever it is. That's gotten a lot of use too. 2 more expansions for the base range. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dear God.
How am I gonna fit all these paints in my big tub of paints?
You gotta get a bigger tub. What am I doing? Oh yeah, let's do a brighter silver highlight. Natural steel. I love the crazy sculpts we can do now, but I miss the simpler stuff when they were hand sculpted. Just when I think I'm finishing, there seems to be more detail I still need to paint. Yeah, this is definitely a topic of conversation that we've had on the podcast many a time. I think John recently made a video explicitly about it. I've mentioned it many times in my videos.
6 more signature sets. It's a lot of paint.
It is a lot of paint.
So where are you putting the OSL on this model, Scott?
Right over my tombstone. Actually, there is one. Where is
Is
it?
that part of her base?
Yeah, this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect thing for OSL.
Yeah.
It could be like glowing liquid in there.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Scott. 2023. right now. Yeah, the catch-22 of models with a lot of details. They look amazing when they're painted super well, but it's hard to get there, man. There's a lot of effort.
Contrast paint is for. Boom. Got him.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of detail in the model, so like, I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, if I dry brushed these gauntlet armor things, it would take the detail super well.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much of it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. The Monument Hobbies Miniac signature set is all about OSL. Got it. Easy. Ooh, Richard Needs has some roasting for you out there. Miniac's custom paint would be called things like Busted Resin or Long Walks Home or Flaming Hot Finger Stains.
Flaming Hot Finger Stains. What's the Busted Resin reference to?
You spilling resin all over your Song of Ice and Fire minis?
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have gone with splashed resin.
I didn't know if he got a broken version of the Duchess and was upset about it and needed a new one.
Oh.
If you ever get a broken Duchess in the mail, just email us and we'll help you out for sure.
Email me and I'll send you a pizza roll. T. Schmidt, what's up? Is we had 3 giveaways today. We're already almost a quarter of the way to a third. Or I mean a fourth. God help me, my brain is turning into mush. Crazy Vazy says, speaking of which, are there more Duchesses coming into stock soon?
I don't know, actually. At the moment, the people who make my Duchess model also make my Wood Elves, and so I kind of just want them to finish the fucking Wood Elves first.
Make my Wood Elves, damn it.
Before I put anything else on top. Oh.
Scott's brain is also turning into mush. He's been painting trim all day.
Pretty much, yeah, I have. Ugh. It's crazy, actually. I got here at like 6 a.m. It does not feel like I've been here for that long. Like, it feels like I've been here for like 3 hours. It's crazy.
Well, I've been here for like 3.5 hours, so that's impossible.
I know.
Actually, more. I've been here for like 4.5 hours.
So it's
Man, Monument is like trying to slide into your DMs today. Look at your screen, Scott.
Whoa! Wait, what did it say? What did it say?
Monument Hobbies just donated $100.
damn.
All right, I'm done for the day. Jen will kill me if I keep this up.
You are allowed to be done, Jason.
Hopefully, this will trigger another giveaway. Yeah, $100 dono. Let's do it. That's what I have to say.
All right.
And I have the giveaway button over here, so.
He does. What are we giving away the cutting mat, right?
Yeah, we'll do the cutting mat. You can thank Monument Hobbies. I mean, it's Jason over there just throwing money at us.
Jason, we could just send you a cutting mat, too. We don't have to do this.
I'm going to set this up.
Thank you so much, Jason. What did the message say? Did it say hopefully this triggers another giveaway? That was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
and I am making the executive decision. Boom. Same deal as the other ones. Don't enter if you're in a place that doesn't allow you to enter into raffles, but exclamation mark moist in the chat will enter you into the giveaway for one Miniac cutting mat and a couple other goodies that we'll throw in at our leisure. Probably some stickers, maybe a pin or something like that. Again, thank you to Mon-Hobbies for donating $100 to trigger that one.
Yeah, damn.
He said this. Hopefully, this might trigger another giveaway. Think of the children. Well, I'm thinking of the children right now. Rot the Great says, my favorite streamer, Monument Hobbies, giving money to my second favorite streamer, Miniac. It's a great day. I don't like the ordering of that.
Bittersweet.
We want to be your favorite.
Hey, I'm happy to be your second favorite, I suppose.
That's true.
But also, yeah, thank you.
First loser.
You're awesome, Jason. If you guys don't know Jason, he runs Monument Hobbies. They have amazing hobby products. Check them out. A lot of people I know love their paints. A lot of my friends make paint sets with them as collaborative projects. He also streams on Twitch.
Like every day.
Him and Jordan Lamb stream together sometimes. Sometimes it's just Jordan. Truly, guys, he's an absolute pillar in the hobby. You should check him out. I honestly feel bad that I didn't shout him out before receiving 150 subs and 100 bucks.
We kind of shouted him out a couple times. He's been lurking in the chat today. We've been talking about Pro Acryl paints and stuff.
Yeah. Check him out, honestly. Check out his channel. Check out his product. Make some good stuff. He's also just the kind of person that's just like a great person to be with, you know? Like I don't necessarily know like what project to do with Jason, but like I would love to work with Jason. He's just a cool person. And like
also, I want to say the winner of our last giveaway, who was in chat, Nox Geek, has not responded to the messages that I sent him or her saying, "Hey, give me these details."
Give me these dudes.
So check your messages on the Twitch, because I need that stuff to slap the post-it note on your thing that you won.
Okay. More silver.
Oh, you sent it to me. I see. Okay. That's annoying. Yeah, send it to the thing I messaged you
That's
from.
annoying.
No, I mean, like, because I send it on your account, Scott, rather than mine.
Ah.
And he sent it to my account, but I'm only in the chat on that account. I don't monitor PMs or anything on there. Maybe I should.
Actually got a ton of work done. Awesome. I do want to find some paints to put in the coffin so you could like buy some paints and a coffin at a discounted price. That'd be fucking cool. People keep bringing up the signature series with Monument Hobbies. Also an option. Everyone who did a YouTube on their favorite paint colors should design a SIG series to move those colors to Pro Acryl. What up, TJ Miniatures?
Monument Hobbies claims to have gotten a bunch of work done while watching. Sounds like an urban legend to me.
Who works?
Pretty much.
Painted my first Ultramarine on stream today. That's awesome, Chris. Glad to hear it. Okay, now this is a very bright silver. I guess it isn't that bright in comparison to the last highlight.
Did I tell chat about my car getting wrecked? Did
No.
that happen? Do people know that my car got wrecked?
I don't think so.
Oh, now they do. I told the story. Boom.
That was the story?
Got him.
Ugh.
Elric, I'm working on the truck after stream today. Yeah, I'm fine. I was on my way to play Dan at the Source, not this last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. We were playing our Escalation League game, or we were gonna. And on the way, I was like, I got to stop and pick up a McChicken because I haven't eaten yet today. So I was in the McDonald's parking lot, and I was on my way to the drive-thru. Someone decided to reverse into the side of my car, and it completely destroyed the whole side of my car because I was moving and he was moving. And this kills the CRV. And then the insurance company gave me about $2,000 more than I expected for it because my car was kind of rough. And they just were like, yeah, its value is excellent. Here's the max amount. And it's like, cool, I'll go buy another one. And I got another CRV. That's what I did yesterday. There, that's the story.
Cool story, bro.
And then last week, I did play against Dan on Wednesday in our Escalation League, and I obliterated him.
Is it bad that I'm so happy that we don't have to play 2K points?
I didn't use any dragons, Scott.
Yeah, but you would against me. I know it. I know it.
I'd have to go buy more dragons to
You
play
fucking
2K.
bitch.
I would just play the all dragons list.
No.
I mean, we're gonna play at 2K, Scott. When we hit 2K, we play everyone.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play one game and then I'm fucking done.
No. We're playing everyone at 2K to really get a taste of what the real game is like.
We stated that people were like kind of feeling a little bit done with this escalation league.
Right, which is why we want to get all the way to the end so that way we can play everyone at 2K.
I don't know if you're being serious or not right now.
But both yes and no.
Okay.
It was talked about that we may do that. But
We can play.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to play.
We can play.
I'm just going to play dragons over and over.
That's fine. I'm gonna run 2 vampire lord on zombie dragons then.
I'll run double reinforced a single unit of 6 dragons.
Oh my
Be
god.
like, what's up? Here we go.
Cat.
Unleash hell, 6 dice on the dragons. If you ever charge my dragons, you just die.
You just fucking die. Rufus is saying that we should play everyone at 2K. Rufus, have mercy.
But yeah, no, I played a really funky list, and it mostly didn't work. But I wanted to try out the Underworld's warbands, so I used 2 of those. I had my Truth Seekers, and then I got the new one, because I split that with Dan.
Oh, nice.
And the new one's cool, but not good. But, like, they're pointed appropriately. They just don't really fit what Stormcast wants to do, is how I'd put it. Because they're like a double wizard as a 3-man unit. They have a spell that's, like, in quadrants, and it's really hard to cast. And I feel like I want a faction that helps them cast things. So, I don't know.
All fair.
It was pretty fun. We had a good time.
That is the only important thing.
Rufus, I actually got a lot of mileage out of Xandar's True Seekers.
Oh, what is that? Insert thing we do in the... What does it say?
Insert thing we do in the shadows clip here. $6.66.
Hey.
Donated by TJB Dev.
TJB Dev.
He just wants to make sure that the Monument Hobbies $100 goes away in the top. I'm not Rufus. What I would say is they're overcosted, but they do all the things that they do pretty well. They just aren't as good as a unit doing one of those things specifically. But as a generalist unit, they actually do almost function. I think if Xandar's Truth Seekers were 200 points, they'd show up a lot.
We're talking
They're
about...
they're like 235, and they're just a little too expensive.
we talking about the Vampire Warcry Warman?
No, I'm talking about
Xandar's Truth Seekers?
Xandar's True Seekers. Yeah, the Lantern Lady and her friends.
the reason why I bring up the vampires is because the way you describe Xander's Truth Seekers is exactly how I also think of those vampires in the main game.
Yeah.
They're pretty good, but Graveguard just better at doing the same thing.
All right, I have to figure out who's who on these giveaways. This was the 1985 box. I need that. I got that, or I have that on order, the new Warcry box. I'm definitely doing that. It's going to be sick.
It's going to be sick.
It's going to be sick, man.
I'm so fucking sick.
Bro.
Fucking lit.
What's that? Yawa. That was the second giveaway.
Fucking elbows hurt. Play everyone at 2K. Winner makes the Miniac 6 series with Monument.
Oh, maybe that's how we do the signature series. 6 paints, 6 participants in the league.
Everyone picks a color based on their faction.
Yeah. That's how you get a nice cohesive color scheme.
Yeah, right.
In that box.
That scheme will make a lot of sense.
I have not used Karzai or Krondus in my lists yet, though I do have a killer proxy. And I have a lot of work to do on that proxy. And I have a really cool plan for it, but it's like I also have a life and other things to do.
You should only ever be hobbying.
And then, after doing all that work to proxy something, then I can't use it in any tournaments because it's not a GW model.
Dude, who cares?
This is why we have to play at 2K points, so I can use my sick proxy.
Okay. You can fucking light me on fire with 9 dragons.
I'm not even sure they have breath weapons. They probably do. I don't know.
I did just notice that Rob, the Honest Wargamer, put a video out with a thumbnail asking if Soul Blight were overpowered or they were broken. And I didn't end up watching it, but...
The answer is yes.
Broken.
You mean he put out a thumbnail that said, is AOS a trash game?
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah. And then people didn't watch the video. They just assumed based on the thumbnail that you said it is, in fact, a trash game.
Yeah.
And you think everyone who plays it is a bad person.
Yeah.
How dare you?
They're all idiots. That looks good enough. Scott, I think you need to react to every AOS video and correct people. I just become an AOS content creator exclusively. That'd be funny.
You heard of other games, April. How about the rest of the year where we just talk about Age of Sigmar? 3 minutes left on the Miniac cutting mat giveaway. Exclamation mark moist in the chat to enter. And as usual, don't enter if you're in an area that doesn't allow you to enter raffles.
Don't enter if you can't enter.
Yeah.
Duh.
Pretty much.
AOS Summer. Does it ever take away from a faction that you enjoy the mechanics and or appearance of, but is considered to be an OP? Yeah, kinda. Okay.
Let me tell you about that. As someone who enjoys the dragons because they're cool, people constantly whining and bitching about the dragons being a unit that goes places and does things does get old. There you go. Sorry, I had to cut in on that one because it's been like the whole last 3 months of the league.
You know, Evan, if you just ran the fucking dragons at a reasonable point total,
Oh my god.
no one would fucking be complaining as much as they are. Just saying. It does make it bad because like I feel like when you play a miniature war game, at least for me, you're like entering into like a social contract to a certain degree, and like you are taking a little bit of responsibility about the enjoyment of the person you're playing against. And like while I was playing John, I felt that what I was doing was ridiculous. I was like, oh, my zombie dragon does 4 damage and it's -3 rend and gets +1 attack. And oh, this is a Doom minion, it hits on 2s. Not +1 hit, it hits on 2s. Oh, also, it's unrendable armor. Oh, also, you don't get fucking ward saves. Oh, also, I'm a giant dick. Like, it just kept going and going. And by the way, things near my heroes get summonable units get 3 dudes every turn. Oh, if it's within a gravesite, it gets 4 dudes or 4 wounds. It's just like, it just kept going and going. And it's just like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So it messes with my enjoyment because I feel like I'm just being a shitty person to play against. I want like a really close and evenly matched game. I don't want to feel like I'm just crushing somebody.
Scott's a very specific type of spike. He wants to have a minimal randomness optimized list, but also wants to ensure that it's a competitive game.
Looking for a very specific experience.
Yeah. That's why you like Guild Ball so much.
What's that?
I said it's why you like Guild Ball so much.
Yeah, all the teams seem really evenly matched in that for sure. But also, I mean, like, I don't mind if I'm the one losing and getting crushed necessarily.
Okay.
Okay, if it's for entertainment, Evan, then it fucking matters. Scott is 3 Timmies in a spiked-shaped trench coat. It's funny. They built the Terrorgeist for Warcry just in time for monsters to get 100-point nerf across the board. Nice. Wait, you can run a Terrorgeist in Warcry?
What?
The fuck?
Sick. Oh, hey, raffle's over. Let's pick a winner. Final winner of the day. Ralek MC.
Is that like North Carolina?
Yeah, it's like, well, no, it's not really Raleigh, North Carolina. It's RAGALLACH MC. Sound off in chat if that's your screen name. Yeah, motherfuckers. It's me. All right, here we go. I'm doing the bit again. Click on the name. Click whisper. Hey, I'm doing the bit. It's the last giveaway of the stream.
He's doing it, chat.
I need your name, your address, and your email address. And for you to shout out my own human hobbies in the chat.
Can I just go home and forget about what I have to do?
We all have choices that we can make in our life, Scott.
Yeah. Is that a choice that I can make?
I mean, it's a choice that you can make. I'm going to advise against it, both as your work associate and your friend. That type of procrastination would not be healthy.
Fuck.
And would lead to negative consequences. But it could be done.
Ugh. Do it, blow it off. Your boss will totally understand, I'm sure. Cut my mat into pieces. This is my last sharp blade. Okay, yeah, that's the right number of syllables. Read, I want paid, don't tank the business, Scott. Something like that.
So one of these addresses is long enough that I had to put two post-it notes together to make one big post-it note.
An Omega post-it note.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the last gold highlight? This one. Citrine Alchemy. Today I learned I am Scott's boss.
Kinda.
The Terrorgeist has 375 points in Warcry, only 150 points more than my Iron Jaws War Boss. Have I ever played Star Wars Legion? I have not.
We have some very good local resources for that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna give it a shot.
This is so dumb. I should just be printing these. Am I hooked up to the printer?
If you're not, you can. It's network available, so you just go to the Add Printer menu and look for the brother one.
Add printer. Hey, chat, who should we raid today? Who should we pass off all this love that we've been getting to?
The citrine, when you apply it, looks silver. It's weird. It's definitely yellow on the palette.
Oh, yeah. What's this streamer on Twitch? I haven't heard of them before. Mon-Hobbies?
Yeah, I think it's indisputed that we're absolutely going to raid them.
Yeah, obviously.
Chat, we don't care about your recommendations. Not Monument. He doesn't deserve it. Camera's going to cut out for a little bit. Give it a second.
Beep boop connecting.
It was all a business move.
Seems like a crappy business move. We've rated him for free many times. Did we call out Skaver donating $10? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
Tried out the huge miniature paints, and I gotta say, kind of a hit or miss for me. The gold is hot dog water. Thanks, Skaver. I will say that the huge miniature paints, I've only used one of them. Doc Hannah at the source, one of the ladies that runs Paint Night, she really likes them. I really like their basing materials. I have a lot of that. I posted my weeb hands in the Discord a while back, like a couple weeks ago.
I love the phrase hot dog water.
Hot dog water? Yeah.
That's a great way to describe paint that has shit opacity. And I'm definitely going to be stealing that.
It's been around. Hot dog water and dog water are a thing.
Are they a thing to describe paint?
They are now.
They are now indeed.
Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I can print. Is it the Brother HL blah 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 printer?
Correct.
Cool. So I do have it already. This is gonna just make this way better. Because yikes.
Big address.
This one with the double post-it note is just begging to get screwed up.
to be clear, was that hot dog water or hot dog water? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to ask Scaver.
Scaver?
Isn't it 2 V's?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be Scaver?
Scaver? Scaver?
Maybe we can ask the myth, the legend itself.
Maybe it's a rolled V.
Hi. Thank you.
It's supposed to be like Scaver from Fallout, or is it Scaver from Fallout?
Hey, what up, Ams? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Amber's just wondering why we haven't ended the stream yet, I'm sure.
Amber's just checking in to see if I was the one streaming and not Evan. Because if it's me, then it's bad news.
Yeah. Richard needs, Scott, important and relevant philosophical question. Would you rather punch a baby and nobody knows? Or would you rather not punch a baby, but everybody thinks you punched a baby?
Oh, man.
Chad, he had to think about it.
There's no right way to answer this question.
Oh, no, definitely the latter for me. I don't care what people think of me. I care what I think of me.
Man, the sad part is that I care very deeply about what people think of me.
We are in different positions.
And it's like very difficult. I'm just being totally honest right now. It's very difficult to get away from that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I want to be the person that says not punch a baby. But, man, like, you guys don't understand how much it cuts when someone shits on me in a YouTube comment. Like, I hold on to that for so fucking long. So, yeah, just being honest about that. Obviously, I want to be the person who wouldn't punch the baby. Everyone fucking thought I did. But, like, yeah, it's tough.
It certainly would also put you in an awkward position because it would probably end your career.
It's something, yeah.
Or end this career, I should say.
If we're not talking about, like, hypotheticals and stuff like that, and, like, I'm just a normal person, yeah, I'd rather be known as the person who punched a baby because, like, I can just avoid all the negative press very easily. Kind of wizard is the best hick. He's a necromancer.
God damn it. Would you rather paint be hot dog water or hot dog water?
He's gonna be painting for the next 24 hours. Something about roses. I might start a new career. It might start a new career. Scott, if you had a genuine reason to punch a baby, I would still watch it.
True fandom.
That's good
I
enough.
would still love you, Scott.
It's good
as
enough,
long as you had a
Costa.
good enough reason.
That baby had it coming.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I'm making the call.
This baby was a huge racist. Yes. Let's end the stream. Man, thank you guys so much for the amount of support that you showed in this stream. I know Jason isn't here because he's streaming right now, but like, obviously
He's going to get the love when we rate him in just a second here.
Yeah, he did a lot of work there to start that sub train, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all the support, the donations, the bits, the subs. You know, both big and small. Just being here, you know, viewing, talking. It all means a lot. It means a lot, and it's hard to be grateful for it and feel like you're being adequately grateful for it, especially when it's like comes in so big, you know, like it did today. But I am really appreciative, like a lot. So thank you guys a lot. I'll see you if Alex is okay streaming, which I'm assuming he is, maybe a bad assumption. I'll see you on Thursday for a demon ship stream, and then definitely next Tuesday, because I know he wants to do that, for a painting stream with Alex from 52 Miniatures.
It's going to be off the chain.
It's gonna be off the chain.
It's going to be unreal.
Unhinged. So we'll see you guys for those streams, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Same time on Tuesday. Thursdays is 7 to 10 p.m. CST. Otherwise, guys, thank you again for the support. I really appreciate it. Peace. See you later.